Welcome to Kranky Live Sports Talk, where passion meets action.
Hey sports fans, I am Kranky, and this is the Kranky Live Sports Talk, the podcast where we dive deep into the hottest topics, the biggest games, and the most controversial moments in sports.
Whether it's football, basketball, track and field, cricket, or soccer, we've got you covered with expert analysis, insider interviews, and unfiltered opinions.
Join me as I chat with the biggest names in sports, get exclusive insights and stories you won't hear anywhere else.
Kranky Live Sports Talk is where you can hear the real talk, the hard-hitting questions, and the hottest takes.
So, if you're a true sports fanatic, you don't want to miss out? Subscribe now to the Kranky Live Sports Talk on YouTube and hit that bell icon to never miss an episode.
Kranky Live Sports Talk, where sports come alive. Subscribe today.
Good evening. And those of you in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. I see I already have some comments here from Gunners Boss comments, them coming from 1:10 p.m. people. So make sure say you're at the front of the line. I see one love, a number of comments here about potential coaching candidates. One love, bless up, Gunners Boss. If you're in the chat, bless up. I know you're checking early. Bless up, Sushan. And Sushan is referring to my people. I don't like my thumbnail. I never like my thumbnail. I thought about this thumbnail and the people I use AI to create it. I thought about it real well, but AI couldn't give me exactly what I needed, and I couldn't manually do what I needed, so I do what was next best. But no more and put the boy, I tell you the truth. I never want to put pan on bed and on shit. Under the bed, man want to go, but AI never understand under the bed, people. Never understand under the bed, so I had to go with what best AI could provide for me. Because I saw me feel about him. I'll start with that topic there. Because somebody talked about the same thing yesterday. You know, me mentioned, say, this was going to be my main topic today, one of my main topics today. But we'll talk about that. The fan support, or lack thereof, actually, for the national team. Now, doesn't mean one cannot support a team remotely, but it's important to do so in person. But I'm not going to jump into that as yet. There are a couple of things I want to talk about. One is around, you know what? I'm gonna reposition this. I'm gonna talk about something else. But the more recent thing that happened that I think I should mention was that the president of the Columbia Football Association got arrested in Miami for that game. And if you read the article that talks about his arrest, they mentioned that both he and his two sons were arrested because they were trying to go on the field of play. Bless up, Tuffy Rudy. And they were stopped by an officer who they said just place their hands on their chest to keep them at bay. And they were ruly, one hold the officer's neck, and it got into some foray, and they ended up getting arrested. Now, people, what at Jamaica or the US, we know when you read these things that, I don't say it go, sorry. I don't even have to know what happened. Here's going to speculate what happened. Here's what I'm going to speculate what happened, right? So I read the official article. It's basically saying that the officer they put your hand on their chest to stop them, and then it got into a melee, and they got arrested because they were disruptive, unruly, whatever they want to call it, disobeying officer, all sort of stuff. They got charged with, right? Here's what I think happened. And we saw this with the Toronto president once when he was when he was trying to get on the field of play when Toronto won the championship, and he was accosted by security and was a big foray. They probably believe they had the right, and probably do, may not have had their identification on them to be in the field. They're trying to go there. People, officers are not stopping you gently and slightly and putting you in the chest. Them things did not happen. A lot of times they are rough. They believe that you should not be there. You're of a different persuasion. And them push you hard, people. Trust me. That's what happened. And those guys probably they probably come from a country where they're known, probably took offense to it, and it resulted in something what should not have happened. Now, this is just something which showed you that, the whole COPA was a mess. I talked about that yesterday. And it just needs to get better. And look, it's not just Copa alone. We see that in the Champions League when Liverpool went to Paris and lost, but they also had a lot of problems there. So it happens. So I think when we are in developing countries, like some people are, and first world countries kind of call you all derogatory names because they believe that they're above certain things. These things happen any and everywhere. It can be greater in some environment than others, but it does happen because we're all human beings. Bless up, Tuffy. Bless up, Michael. Bless up, Ty. A big deal. A big deal. Now put up your comment in that, guys. By the way, people, someone not gonna like this, But me, I play the music again today. Cause me listen to it again today. Me like it. So now for bear with me. Me play a couple of. In fact, me even know DJ to it. I'm gonna people say, Kranky, stop. Please stop. You've done enough damage already. But I'm a person. I've said it before. I shame easily, but me not shame when it comes to this. Me sorry. So if you know why you turn on your thing when me I play and then turn up, I'm gonna start talking about other things. But through this, me I wait till more people come in. I only 46 people night chat. People. And, boy, I tell the story. Something's wrong with me now. I'm me. I don't know. I'm me. Me I do something wrong, star. Bless up Hamilton Brown. Bless up Ernest as usual. Thanks for joining. People, as you come in here, what has been the theme of my discussion as it relates to YouTube and what I'm trying to do? We have 25 likes. We have 45 people. Those numbers do not align. There's something wrong with those numbers, materially wrong with them. I will not mention what's wrong with them, but I expect that to change as we go along. Right, no big deal. Artists are artists. Even if because think about the big deal. We have degrees of artists, right? You have singers, you have sing J, you have people, dancers that are artists who rap or who just DJ. We call it DJ at Jamaica, I guess. Maybe not call it something else because I'm a little bit seasoned. And some good and some not good. I was a big, it's gonna sound strange to people. I was a big Merciless fan. Especially when I'm doing with Ninja Man, them Sting and Beanie Man and all them. Then can't say I didn't want to say him destroy them and all that Sting there. Merciless at them period. Everybody have them when them call underworld moment. Meaning them 15 minutes of fame. Some people have more than that. So me I'm a big Merciless fan. I think Merciless probably underachieved throughout his career. Rest in peace, Merciless. But me say Merciless a big DJ. Me a big Merciless fan. And if me adapt no style of DJ, Merciless more adapt. See? Even though they probably Merciless probably not give a turnover and say, people that disrespect me star, but man, this DJ like me. But anyway, I'll do my thing. Yeah, big deal. Hey, big deal. Big deal. Thank you, yeah, big deal. Me agree with the big deal. See, me I get some. You see, big deal. Me can't deal with the big deal. Me for the same. Hey, bad mind yes, but me right. But me I destroy the rhythm. Me listen to the rhythm again now. Me think me know rhythm. I think I was on the rhythm, but sometime in a song, some part the rhythm stretch out a little bit longer than I would desire. But I thought I'll play it again, people. I'll play it again because it's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste. Hey, big deal. It's an acquired taste. Yeah, I'm stay here. But in my household, when my nephew, my partner, bless my thing, when them say, yeah, them like it, then me feel better. So I don't care what Jason gonna want to say. Even though Jason might take me to class. Hey, Jason, you better mind that Jason come my channel. No. If your class not good, me I call you out. Me I tell you. What is before the game saying? Say Kranky, so better that country music singer. Yes, Ingrid. Said, oh, by the way, before the game, Ingrid says you're drunk. That's her excuse. Even you're drunk, big before the game, you can't sing still. Even you're drunk, maybe she just can't sing. Hey, Jason, I see your class better go. Jason, come here, call you out. Me know, say, hey, you know who opinion I want? Right. Hey, Henry, I don't sing me, I sing. I DJ me, I DJ Henry. I say, hey, Henry can make some biting comments in the star. If you don't have no confidence in your life, Henry destroy it. You know something? Me, I take my thing from Claudine, because Claudine says she like it. No, she like it. If she like the words or the beat, me not care. From Claudine like something, you feel better. So I'm like, you know what, me not DJ to the people. So when you can't stay there, I complain. Me sorry for no. People, 39 likes, 58 watching. Something wrong with the thing. I think my screen, my iPad, no watch panel for this now. Something wrong with my iPad, so maybe you'll change and look at white people. But I'm gonna go into I'm not DJ this song yet. Wait till more people come in. I need a much more broad base. When you do polling, and nothing the polling wrong. Me I said the one them who say me not do a good job. Me thinking for them at the end of the poll but now work really well. Right? Now look for the other part of it. So Jason Gunnar says he likes the words. They need to be living in a better way. That's all. Okay. So Jason, I understand. As I said before, people, I am the messenger, but you guys are saying you're a different messenger. That's what you're saying. You like the beat, you like the words, you just don't like the messenger. Hey, bless up Phil Jones. Thanks for joining. Hey, Phil Jones. I don't know why you use Phil Jones. And look on this picture here of Phil Jones. Phil Jones is a good footballer, I know. Just injury prone. Chorus, bless up. Thanks for joining. I don't know why you use Phil Jones. That picture. You put up the picture of Phil Jones, man. Phil Jones was a good footballer. Unfortunate for the kid. Well, no kid no more, man. Probably about 30 now, I think, or something around that. We, as Arsenal, were looking at him. As many of you know, I'm an Arsenal fan. Looking at him, he went to Man U, and boy, you know him going at scrap heap. Yes, hey, chorus, me like Kranky G. That's how me DJing young people. So that's the winner. Hey, who gave me that name? Whoever gave me that name for you, Corey G, I'll give you a prize. I'll figure out what the prize is, I'll give you a prize. Me like Kranky G, people. And G could be a number of words. Me won't say which one come to mind, but me like Kranky G. It's like a Barry G thing, me like Kranky G. Hey, it's a new way of saying, see that? Hey, me say, hey, people, here's one thing you realize from this. You know, me I digress someone want to talk about today, but no matter. We're good on the part there. Here's when you realize we all have different tastes, people. And that's why when we come on these channels and we have different perspective and we disagree, you shouldn't call somebody idiot or they know good on things there because our tastes are different, our perspective are different, our mindset are different, our experiences are different. So why you believe that everybody should adopt what you say or what you do, right? We should appreciate each other, try to learn and understand, and you know, we try to convince each other for our before the game now stop. Even him still want the name. Me like Kranky G. OG, not bad. But OG could be a original gangster. I mean, I'm not a gangster. No, Cantankerous never. No. Me like Kranky OG. OG a big name. OG a big name. What you say, Phil Jones? Wow, me ears say all like the wheel for Reggae Boyz. Me not understand Phil Jones. Elaborate, Phil Jones. A big deal, a Kranky G, man, a Kranky G. Art is subjective, yes. Art, exactly, new wave, art is subjective. People, 72 people there. Hey, me I'll play the music again now. Because some people weren't here yesterday. And those of you who are haters like Jason Gunnar and A.M. Henry, because anyone who criticizes me is a hater. Because me don't want to hear no criticism. I'm sensitive like the media personnel. You know, people may listen to like Talk Sport and they criticize. Like all we do on YouTube, right? You can provide perspective, but you also criticize. It's fact. Whether it's constructive or otherwise, criticize. And as soon as we get some criticism, we start finding excuses, we start pushback, and yours truly is probably no different. I'm trying to be better, but I'm hypocritical when it comes to that. When the criticism coming in like from, and Jason Gunnar does it very eloquently. He says providing constructive criticism, but you know him doing pushing the knife and then him turn it and turn it and turn it. And he say, you're not feeling any pain, Kranky, are you? I'm just going to turn a little bit more and see what your tolerance is. So keep going, Jason, keep going. OG's just trying. No, me not the OG, Jason. I do G. G is very innocuous. G could be Kranky good, Kranky general, could be a lot of different things, right? Kranky generous, anything you want to call it. Kranky giving, Kranky gullible, anything you want to call it. But the G, me like the G. Short, simple, you know? And you could interpret it any way you want to. So Michael Woodburn said the message in the song is good. Yes, Michael. And by the way, people, let me say people may have enough to talk about now. Somebody sent me something today. I'm not going to tell you who sent me. I'm going to put it up on the board. And I've been talking about this for a while now. I talked about not on my channel, Man's Man channel, when I am sure sport, about something with the coaching thing. So today's discussion is going to about a couple of things. One is the apathy, or what you want to call it, disinterest of the fans, not in terms of the football itself, but going to the games. And what I want you to do, guys, is call in and let us talk about this, right? Which is, what should we do? This is going to be a calling segment. I'm thinking about whether I should do it after I go through everything. You know, when you start calling, you know, stopping I don't want to talk for long. And by the way, I limit the calling to 5 minutes. So it's going to be, you call in, we talk about what the problems are, why we're at the state where we are in, and more importantly, what the proposed solutions are. Because we want to be catalysts for change as it comes to this. We want fans to go to the game. We're tired to see the opposition in the stadium, and we're not in the stadium. But somebody sent me something today. Where I'm picture people with some things. I have to show, no? And we talk about the coaching. I have to laugh when I look on the camera. I said to myself, why? And these people are listen to some of people on YouTube say, and they may not give me no credit, but we don't want to try to take no credit, but I think we had to try to do something positive. So we were there, 88 people. When we reach 100, you know what something? Me at FIFA. I said, my head hurt me in the start. My head hurt me. My head hurt me. Just good. I'm not trying. No, man. The big for the integrity thing. Jason, good. Come on, Jason, man. I'm not. So Phil Johnson say, all gonna social first is run for the job. Watch with both. What would you make sense? Hey, Phil Jones. My partner not good enough. Phil Jones. All gonna social feel say is running for the job. Watch vid about which makes sense. Which me still not understand you. Why am I tell you? So like some Spanish or some Cockney thing you talk. Jason gonna says, Colin, stop the flow. So through your agenda first by me. Yeah, it does, but you know what? I'm gonna do the coaching thing last so we can call him for that. Great point, Jason. I'm gonna do the gunner thing last. Yeah, when we get to 100 people, we'll get to 100, Michael. We'll get to 100. Call your friend and tell him to come on, Michael, so we can get to 100. And the likes have to equal the 100 before we do certain things. Trust me. The likes have to equal the 100. Me not do the thing there with 60 likes and 100, 80 something people. You'll go up to 100. Well, no, we need about 17 more people. And we'll drop the song, people. So we'll talk. When I drop comments in them, I love this one. Drop all the comments, man. We have enough to talk about. I may even run on my 2 hours. Okay? I know some people like do more than 2 hours. But if it's sure a flow, I'll do more than 2 hours today. I have to do my song multiple times. Well, I don't want to scare off Jason and Gunners Boss. But I'll do the song, right? I'm your DJ too. May I do it too sometime. May I do the song. May I do the coaching thing. You know, me see that people that do it. May I do what's my do? The coaching, the song. May I talk about a couple of the youth that make fees that can come and help the team for the Reggae Boyz who have Jamaican parentage. And I do the fan. The fan thing is important. So I'm probably do the fan thing last. So that's about all of us, not just one of us. So it's important for as many people as possible to contribute to the conversation about the fans, what I call apathy. And also what's important to people is this, which is this. Not only do I want people to call in, but also to have a lot of comments about this, right? It's important. So yeah. FIFA. Hey, Jason beat me in a star. Kranky, I'm in a good mood, sir. Pete just had me laughing about Grim as I came in about likes. I didn't see that thing about Grim. It wasn't a video, Jason. It was a song. What video you're alluding to? Or is that a video about Grim? I'm not sure what that is. Okay. You watch a video about the same thing Vince should be in. Okay. I know. Look, I don't want to jump into coaching yet. We'll talk about people who are being suggested, mainly English people. There are other people. They have whole heap of names. We're not going to go through all the name them. Oh, Sir P video. I haven't watched the Sir P video actually. I didn't watch the Sir P video. I know I read the headlines on his video, but I didn't watch his video. So we have 99 people. If a 99 want watch and a 66 likes, that means I'll calculate 33 don't hit the like button yet. That's not good. I don't know mysterious, no me miserable and cantankerous and cranky when it comes to that. See? Somebody said me, oh, the video. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't play other people thing in a cause I don't want to get no copyright hit. But Sir P. But I should have listened to Sir P first, because he might have good comment. But I'm not going to play him video, because I can't comment on it until the show is done. But maybe tomorrow we talk about it. He says, most people are calling for fan support. I believe the product needs to improve. There's not a deep-rooted football culture. That's Sir P's perspective. I have a little bit of a different view. I believe you can influence the product on the field, and you can influence the player's performance. So we can't just punt and want... Me not jumping at the thing yet, Star. Me a hold up. Me have my view on this, you know. You can't just want good product and not contribute to the conversation. See? So that can't be a good thing. We can't just want and not... Hey, people, you know what remind me of? No likes. See, I know Claudine don't beat me. Look here, Clive, you want to beat me, Claudine. You don't want content, but no one give no likes. You don't want to do no share. You don't want influence to subscribe. That me I talk about you know. So you don't want the football to be great, but you don't want to make a decision whether you don't want to attend or not. The people that make Copa, what they make what? Semi-final of the Gold Cup twice, the last 2 times. Nation League semi-final, could have gone to the final. Then winning all the games for the World Cup in the more recent period. Then beat Canada, who, as you see, make semi-final of Copa. I don't know, say the product not good enough. Right? On the 9th, the product. I see Venezuela play football. What Venezuela achieving in football? And them sell at the stadium. What Ecuador achieving in football? You don't go World Cup. Venezuela not going to World Cup. I guess Ecuador go World Cup. And I say, got people. What Slovenia achieved in football? Look what Euro with Slovenia. What Slovakia achieved in football? Look at Slovakia. So there's a misconception that, you know what? The product has to be excellent because we're Jamaicans and we are superior. No, so I say, God. People want to play the music now, but 104 people and 79 likes. And unless the likes reach 100, we not play it. I mean, some people don't want to hear it anyway because them say no good, so we not play it. If you don't want to hear the music, someone who never hear it yet, hit the like button. And the strugglers them, hit the like button. 79 likes, 104 watching, hit the like button, people. Because I'm a DJ live today too. Me like embarrass myself. Me not care. Me not shame when it come on YouTube. Hey, and you know some people, hey, me have a big time when it come to shame, you know. I said this before on somebody's channel. I mean, a case, one teacher tried to shame me one time. Last time she tried to shame anybody, me not take shame well. And the last time, you know, she tried to shame anybody. Try to shame me. Because me so buy, see, me go up look at digression here. Me so buy them, me go school a case. Me so buy the gun mode pants them. You know, so me I date myself. Me see up my lunch money people. Me run away eat lunch because me I starve. Me go to tailor man and they make the pants and buy them. We go to school and the woman come and try to shame me. But how my parent come beg for me come a KC. And me a bright boy, you know. And or me come a wear pants when I match up uniform. Me I tell the people, me not gonna tell me what I tell her. But me tell her this. Me just cuss her off. Me didn't go back to school. Me just take GC. I think about in February, me not 5th form. Me just take GC and left. Me not try to shame me. So me shameful. So me must get over my shameless, you know, because me there on YouTube I talk and can DJ and try DJ. But you don't care about Iron Man. Just let me see what Duke cares. He said no one is willing to spend their hard-earned money on vacation time on a chaotic product. To me, negative nonsense prior to the games. Mind you, I clearly understand love for country. We can talk about administration. We can talk about, you know, people. What Ireland win? What Ireland win when Grammy gone? Them have 24,000 ticket holders. What them win? Them really go a Euro. They don't win nothing. So I'm gonna talk about what I think are some of the things that we should be consider doing, but we have to do better. Look, if you can't criticize when you're not on your part. See me I say, people, you can't stop just criticize you not do nothing for change nothing. You're not doing nothing for change nothing except just complain. That can't be the case. So we'll talk about what we can do, people, because we can make a difference. Right? We can make a difference. You people can make a difference. Be ashamed to do things to be ashamed of. Me not ashamed. No, you can't get shamed. Somebody try to embarrass you, gonna embarrass you. Feel shame. I tell you, say you're idiot and you're stupid and you may not be confident in your intellect. You may be ashamed, right? Ernest, I'm evolving. Thanks, Ernest. I'm not going to evolve. Because music is an organized sound, usually pleasant to the ear, and some sounds may be classified as noise, not music. Miguel, I throw him word. You can throw your word all you want, Miguel. People, 87 likes, 118 people. Number still, and unless you get to 100 likes, we not play the music. So I assume if you don't hit the like button, you don't want to hear it. And I can understand, so I won't play it. I'll just move on to the subtopics of the day and talk about them. No, we're not running the chorus. Me say me have to get 100 likes first. So if some people don't want to hear it, me not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Because I don't want to embarrass myself and embarrass people. And some people don't want to hear the song. I'm not going to play it. Gona's boss tell me no good. John Powell, big up. Gona's boss tell me no good. Jason said me need. Jason said me need work. He said, Jason said me just need to do a 360. Not even 360 now. I say 180. I think not 180 or 360. Maybe do something. Claudine said, Kranky, don't you care what the Irish accent about the chat about? It's about like a business. Yeah. I hear you, Claudine. I hear you. Come, people, like at the video. 89 only now. Just need 11 more. Out of 123 people. 11. Come on, people. 11 out of 123. Come on, people. Come. Hey, people, me have enough material now. So me tell the 3 main topics. Me have beating up tonight. No, me not beating up. I take a different approach. Me not beating now. We are work as a team, people, to achieve a common cause. So there's no beating about fans. Because I'm a fan too. I'm going to go all the game now. So I can't stand up here with me piousness and me view that, I'm above the forum and I'm not part of the whole collective. No. Me not go every game. Me not say I have to go every game now. But me not go every game. And I can go every game. I'm not going to lie. Me can go every game. And I would go every game. So I make excuse right away. But people don't know. So me hate flying. Right now, if you go to Atlanta and I train me, I look pan. Because I can't fly in a regular. I can't drive in a regular coach pan train. And train take what? About 14, 15 hours. Driving, the last time I drive about 3 times, Atlanta about 3 times I drive, I tell you. I drive them long. And I get more and more cranky, The more I drive, the more cranky I get, especially people on the road. And plane just take 2.5 hours, and I just not feel for the plane thing, people. So that's why I struggle. Hey, Miguel, thanks a lot for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hey, Miguel, you're Republicans, you have money, so that's why. Hey, Miguel, if you give one out for that, Miguel, no Republican now getting small money, Miguel. Even though I'm not asking super chat. People know I'm not asking super chat. But Miguel, you're Republican. You're Democrat. You're pinchy. Me appreciate it so much, Miguel. Don't get me wrong now. But you don't know Republican, Miguel. You're them fake Republican. People, I am not against anyone who affiliation with any parties. What I'm against is when a party is, to me, fascist in a sense, in terms of the ideology and how they operate, and they try to cloud it with other things, and the concept of being conservative. There's nothing wrong being conservative. There's nothing wrong being liberal. There's nothing wrong being a Democrat. There's nothing wrong being PNP or JLP. But when you look at people and who they are, what they represent, and you make allowance for them, I cannot agree with you and I cannot engage with you. You guys are a fascist running the Republican Party, a fascist, a narcissist, a bigot. You know what, people? Me don't move because me just all get carried away. Talk about that. Football come talk about. Talk about football. Bless up Conrad. A 98 likes. People, when me get a number right now, I don't know. I say 200 and I say 100, I say 98. I say 2 more people just hit like button. People, come on, people, man. 2 more people hit like button. 2 more people hit like button. So, you know what, I'm a DJ along with the song. I don't want to just play the song, people. I'll get the 2 more DJ. People, 125 in the chat, 98 likes. Please, 2 of you just hit the like button now. We know the other 25 don't want to hit the like button. And then finger crooked and can't press it. Just hit the like button, people. 2 more, 98. Come, all right, with that 100. I'm going to play it. So, people, want to tell me, should I DJ along with it? I just play it first and then we DJ afterward. I just play it and bust up on the eardrum and then we just stop doing it. All right. I run it, people. I run it. Bless up. Tell me from the guy hear it. Reggae boys, now is your time to play football like it's fine wine. You have the skill for the battlefield and to make your opponents yield. But you have to have ball possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach who plays possession, cause possession is our obsession. We build a team from far and wide, but them playing like a pickup side. Need to change that style of play. Next coach, do you hear what I say? I need my team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach who plays possession, cause possession is our obsession. The team defense is very strong and really puts a foot wrong, but the offense is very weak. In fact, some days it's just plain weak. We need that team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Have to have ball possession, cause possession is our obsession. Our team needs to keep the ball, otherwise we are set for a fall. 2026 is almost here, don't want it to be a nightmare. I need my team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Most teams play possession cause possession is their obsession. If you haven't got your passport yet, has the quota been met? We need you one good in real time, so get your papers and join the line. We need you to play possession to ensure good ball progression. We want players who play possession cause possession is our obsession. You keep referring to 98 as if achieved just by faith. Need a real strategy on the ground, don't have time to mess around. Need that team to have possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach to play possession, cause possession is our obsession. Work on the team style of play. Do so now without delay. Fans don't want a long ball game, cause that style of play is very lame. We want that team to have possession to ensure good ball progression. We need that team to have possession, cause possession is our obsession. Boom! 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 Take that Jason Gona. Hey, Jason Gona, what I found that. Me love me song. I don't care what I don't want to say. Me love me song. All right, people. That's the version I'm going. That's the version I'm going now. You hear me? If you're 90s people, I know 90s rhythm, that's a 90s rhythm song. You see what I say? So those of you who say me not ride the rhythm right, that may be true. I'm not an expert in this. But I did tell you, listen to the words. I mean, spend time to pick up the beat, you know. I get caught, all right. Yes. Good evening. Listen to the word. Go ahead. You have to turn on your radio. You have to turn on your radio. Good evening. Good evening,
Mr. Kranky. I just call you for 1 minute.
Yes. Did you like my song? That's the first thing I have to ask you.
Big tune that.
Big tune, not it? But no, sir. Hey, people, like, diverse opinion. Look, yes. I'm here.
Look what is even more amazing. Miguel said in the chat that you're probably going through a midlife crisis, so you should like it. But I'm sitting here thinking I'm looking forward to retirement. Because
you want the same crisis I'm going through?
No, you're not going through a crisis here.
I have fun. I enjoy myself.
You're making retirement look good. I love it.
The detractors, which is Ricardo, Jason, I see Gunners Bar says like Gunners Bar have to drop it now. Gunners Bar have to drop it. But I can live with the criticism. No, it's not a midlife crisis, by the way. This is me being out of the corporate environment and expressing myself. Because in the corporate environment, you can't come by YouTube and see certain things. In fact, I used to hide come by YouTube in the corporate, you know. I used to go on my name channel. Because I don't see enough people in my environment now watching channel there. But nowadays, I'm not here. Me have my one thing, but I do my one thing. Yeah. Nobody can come tell me nothing.
You did your time.
Yeah?
You did your time.
I did my time. It's like you were in prison. I did my time up. Someone's going to make the rhythm. No, I bought the rhythm actually. You can go on what's it called, Beats or something, and they have rhythm you can buy, but it's restricted, right? So you can buy it for different prices. I think it's like some are 29, some are 50. You can pay 129. You can be a 500 for exclusive rights, but there are limitations on profitability on the rhythm itself actually. So I did acquire. I see people see me I spend money. I did buy. See me I spend money for to see me I spend actual money in my pocket to come to them thing here. No, me can't copyright the rhythm. I can copyright. When you go on YouTube and you do this, you almost can copyright the words. You can copyright the rhythm actually. But I love to buy the rhythm from the person. I think it's good, and I love to get a DJ. So if anybody out there is a good DJ and you want to DJ the song, come. Hey, me for the words them. Me thinks of the words them hot, and you can't tell me because someone don't know listen to the words them. You know, only I hear the DJ or mess up in the ears, and now listen to the words. Listen to the words them. Can we spend time I connect the words them, link the words them, think about the words. And I talk about so I want 2026 to be a nightmare, but the World Cup a nightmare. If you hear me talk about 1998, like we achieve it by faith, which is we think God just bless us and do it. We want to do it on the ground. Their thoughts going into the song is not just some random thing we just throw it there. So yeah, go ahead before the game.
So I heard a regular contributor to the YouTube space say on a program today that if Jamaica hires the special one, Jose Mourinho,
right,
and give him a 6-year contract, Jamaica will win the 2030 World Cup.
And they may also not have a team by the time he's done.
I don't. Well, I always ask myself when people tell me stuff or I read stuff, I say, okay, you want me to believe that? Where's the proof?
Yeah.
Where's the proof?
No, I want a Spanish coach.
But big cute Kranky.
I appreciate. You know what? There are people in life who give you compliments, and you respect their opinion, and I respect yours. So yes, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that and run with it.
the truth is, I believe that the operator to help yesterday was Jason Guna TV.
Jason Gunnar suggested that I need to go to class, and he says he's
right.
He talks about he's a music producer and therefore could help me.
Right. So, but I think he liked the song. If he didn't think there was any hope, he would never offer that.
Well, he said he likes the rhythm. The rhythm is not mine. I didn't build the rhythm. But people, I want to learn how to build rhythms. I want to learn how to make beats. Here's my thing, people in life, which is I'm always trying to learn something new every single day. I don't limit myself to any one discipline. I don't want to be in the corner standing up just doing the same thing. I want to expand my mind, and while I'm on this earth, is keep on learning as much as possible. I just had this conversation with my nephew. He just came from Jamaica. I'm 16, and I tell him to write essay for why I want to come to America. And he look at me like mistreated. I think, boy, I just land and the man up on my back. I said, me live my life 24/7. You have to continue to learn, grow as a person, develop as a person, help people around you, help yourself. And you can't just sit down and just watch TV 24/7. That not help you. I don't even watch regular TV. I do a lot of YouTube, I will admit, but I don't watch regular TV.
Let me go before Gunner's boss started beat me here for the phone.
All right, bless up.
All
right, bless. Claudia, you're rough enough. Kranky, the words and the rhythm is good. Just at the beginning, I thought you were trying to contact aliens or demons. Claudia was trying to put some tone in my voice, and that may not have worked. I could use my regular voice, but to me, that not worked. I tell you, I'm a Merciless fan, so I've been trying to imitate Merciless, or emulate Merciless, I should say. That didn't work. We're not going to find certain people's sound, so we're not worried about that, LB. We're not going to find certain people's sound. We steer from certain people's sound. Gunner's boss is it's like fungus. Gunner's boss, it grew up on you. It grew on you, Gunner's boss. So people, somebody sent me something today. I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to jump into the coaching situation. I'm going to save the fan thing for last. Let me see if I can find that thing I got sent today, which I thought was interesting. I know I can't find it, See, that's why you should, when you get them thing, you should just put them up right away. Kranky channel, I get Crowdy. Is it Crowdy or Roddy? What was the question, Sir Mike? Oh, about Messi. Sir Mike, the question, will Messi get to 2026? Messi, I run like him in a quicksand, Sir Mike. I don't know if Messi can get to 2026. I doubt, he may want to. I'm sure he wants to play. All players, it's very hard when you come to the end of your journey to realize that you're the last person to realize that, you know what, you no longer have it. He reminds me of when you play like over 40 football people, right? And you think you can still run, but you really can't run. That's to me, he's Messi. When his ball is at his feet, he can do something with it. Otherwise, he's useless on the field. Useless. So I haven't heard how bad it is. I don't think it's terrible, actually. I don't think his foot injury is terrible, but I think he should give it up. Thank you, Claude. Hey, boy, people, I feel funny now, because Claudine is being very supportive. So I feel weird. Claudine, I feel weird, Claudine, because you now want to beat me. So when you start giving me positive message, which I do appreciate, by the way, so I'm grateful. I struggle, Claudine, but I appreciate it, Claudine. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sure he's fine, actually. The way he was crying, you would think him broke his foot. When the man cried, ball like a baby, I think he broke his foot, star. I need to pull up this thing people are talking. I want to talk about the coaching component. And then I want to show you guys something, which I'm sure I'll pull up at some point in time, since I've been talking about this and not doing it. But we talk about the coaching, I call it the coaching carousel, and about the fact that that I have been pushing people for a Spanish coach. I'm going to beat Rudolph right now. Last time I did, so Rudolph asked me, what Spain win? I'm going to look up some people. I got up on the internet. I want to show you this. And I had it today now. I went online today. It may come up. Oh, here it is. Right. So it come up. So I spoke to Rudolph on one of these programs, and he was asking me, and I said, I want a Spanish coach. And he was asking me, what Spain win? Well, what them win is they have the most Euro titles, but since 2000, I probably ever, them have 3 in this century. Then win the women's, World Cup. So people, this is Spain people. Now look on the screen. Tell me if you can see the screen good. Look on the screen, people. This is people would. This is from 2017, but I'm sure it's not changed materially by since then. The last 7 years, I couldn't find a later one. People, I looked all over the internet to find one. People would call for pro license. No, pro license is the highest license you can have as related to football. Whether it's European pro license, whether it's CONMEBOL, whether it's CONCACAF, whether it's Asia, the highest you can have. And you know Europe at top of the chart, right? So you look at this list here. Look upon the list, people. Spain have about 48 million people, I think. In Germany, they have 80-something million. England, about 60-something. They have... Let me put this on it so you can see what it says. Why isn't it showing up here? You see this, people? Spain has 2379 UEFA pro license people. Nothing about that. Jamaican are no pro license people. I think they have about 4 A license people. They now no pro license. Right? Thank you, haircut. No, I'm not cost today. I appreciate people. Now 130 now haircuts and 125. So number 9 line. People, look on this. They have 44 women with pro license people. 44 people. Jamaican have no people pro license. They have 44 people pro license. And we're talking about a Europe people. And 2,379. This is in 2017, you know. I'm sure I'm more today. And you ask the question, why do so many Spanish coaches coaching at the highest level? Because to coach at the highest level in Europe, you have to have a pro license. And on A license, you have a pro license. If you coach at 18, if you go up to 18, if you have A license. If you're not 16, if you have a B license. So people, you have to have license. And you can't coach them people without you have a license. So we're not talking about A, we're talking about pro license people. We're not talking about A license. We're not talking about B and C now. We're talking about A. For a population of 48 million, 2379 with 44 women. These are 2017 people. Now, people say, well, license doesn't give you the ability to coach. It license is XYZ. It's like, see, college not help you when you go to college. Because or you go to school. You can't learn by your own, you know. And you have people who go to the process and do really well, just learn by their own, you know. But you're put in a formal environment. There's the licensing for football is both academic and practical. Right? You have to do the theory component, and you have to go visit different institutions and watch them and do and formulate that and do it so people can see you do it and you get your grade from one level to the next people. Right? So it's really interesting. Thank you, Ricardo, for those kind words. You know, see, you don't get them out easily. So you see me going through these people. If you look at the list here, Spain have 23. The next number of people is 826 by Italy. And by the way, people, it's inappropriate. I'm going to use the word inappropriate in the wrong context here. For Italy, if you have 3 women and 826, the number doesn't work for me. Spain have 44. Germany have 26. Not terrible ratio, because we know the women thing go. It's later women have come about. I thought Switzerland would have more women. They only have 1. But it's from 2017. It's a bit dated. It's about 7 years. But that's what we all have nowadays because we can't find a later one that gives you all the stats. But it tells a story. So Spain has a footballing philosophy, which have 2 things to it. It gives you positive results and it's attractive. Football is entertainment. We want to be entertained. We don't want to watch on boring defensive game. We go spend more money. Maybe that's a fan apathy come in. We will spend more money. We want to enjoy our money. We want to enjoy. We have fun. We want to win and enjoy fun. We just want to win alone. I hear Tottenham fans say this when Kranky was their coach. We'll take him for 1 year if we can't win a trophy. But after that, football will be better. They have to go. Because people life, you know, some people football in life, you know, South America and Europe, that's why you say the support is their life. They talk about it 24/7. So therefore, it needs to be a product which is digestible to the public, which is important. So I just want to show these people. I'm going to take it off my screen, but it's important to see that Jamaica have no pro license people. Let me say that again. I think Jamaica are going to have 4 people next year going for their pro license, right? 2025. And it's not a knock on Jamaica. I'm just saying this is important. And I think the Caribbean need to realize this. In Europe, it's the European Union that's doing some of this, you know, in terms of improving the coaching, the football, trying to make sure all the countries doing better. So you see the Slovenia and Slovakia, in my world, I say I do well, you know. And by chance, you know, there's an initiative underway to improve the football across the European domain and to help them. So that's why the Caribbean can't do this alone. One country can't do it. Caribbean need to come together as a collective. We have 41 members in CONCACAF. I think 27 from the Caribbean. No, from the Caribbean. It's got to be better. It's got to be better. It's going to be struggling. It's got to be better, people. Has to be better. Has to be better. So anyway, that was important. I show you that from a coaching standpoint. So let me get on. Let me go back to the coaching thing and talk about. Let me call it the coaching carousel. 1 second. Sir Mike. You know, we are doing the Sir Mike. Sir Mike at Jamaica. With them chauvinistic man, they would bring a woman coach. Damn, none of that would have worked. Can't get a woman coach, a woman team, what else with a man team? So is it you're saying just grab a coach or pro license from Spain? No, Gunners Bass. We have reason of Gunners Bass. You're reason of Gunners Bass. So Gunners Bass, did just the English team them. Oh, what, about 6 or 7 Spanish coaches in England Gunners Bass, the top league in the world now. There's 20 teams in Gunners Bass. We're talking about just in the Premier League in Gunners Bass. There's a reason Gunners Bass. There's a reason why Gunners Bass, a lot of people in top industry in the US go to Harvard, Gunners Bass. Enough of them. Intellect is pooled. And the top people them go there. And that means that they're best because intellect is distributed across the world. But something you have a pool of intellect. And you go to, when you want to find something good, you just go get it. You can do your research, do your assessment, and go find who want somebody with a Spanish philosophy of playing football. Football has been institutionalized in Spain. They play a brand of football. All of them play the same way. So you have to go back and forth to figure it out. There's a system of play and style of play that Jamaica need. And here's what's interesting about all of that. What Spain has now done is then create this, as them have with Yamal and with Nico. When you have that style of football, and then you have some explosive people on the wing, you know, which is what Jamaica produces. Think about Prodigal Son. Think about Nelson, who may join us. Think about Green, who may join us. Think about Cephas. Think about Gray. We have explosive people on the wing. We can keep the ball and get the ball to them dangerous position and then do something with it. That's an imperative, people. That's not just talk. That's an imperative. We need to do that. And I heard a lot of names. So I mentioned my names. Me here Bruce. Me here York. Me here Ince. Me here McLaren. Great people. Good football pedigree. Nah. That's Kranky's view. Nah. Not impressed. Okay, what nobody wants to say. Not impressed. Gotta do better. That now work for me, people. Go outside the box. And I don't call about Argentina coach because I will say this. I am biased when it comes to Argentina. Given Argentina history, not a fan. You see that reason what happened the other go with Fernandez, where they went online singing some song about all the players, or I'm gonna call it out, who are black, that they're not from France, they're from different countries. That's racist. And France is now protesting it's racist. That's Argentina. It's a racist country. I'm gonna care who want beat me about that. They're racist in Argentina. Then get rid of the black people. Them say them go war, go fight, or die, interbreed them, get rid of them black people. Them out Argentina. Racist. Can't deal with them. Not deal with them. For the place to do that, FIFA should ban them. Ban Fernandez and all them out do them nonsense there. Should ban them. Good evening. Bless up.
Yes. Sir Kranky, big up.
Bless up 50-50. How you doing?
Finally out of the kids mode, you know?
Okay. So I've been released. What do you want to talk about?
Coaching.
Okay, coaching. So we're on coaching. We're on the coaching carousel, yes. But before you go on the coaching, I want to say some people. Because I'm on a journey now. Here's one thing when you think about. So for coaching, think about these people. So the JFF has a constitution. JFF may I beat you now. And I'm not going to misquote because I was trying to find it today. I couldn't find it, but I have it someplace. Which basically says for you to be part of the administration, I'm a paraphrase here, I may be wrong, but no bear with me, people. Go look it up in the Constitution. I was online at JFF, by the way, today, reading their Constitution, reading their financial statements, trying to find the Constitution, I should say, reading their financial statements, looking at their board. I'll pull up the board, people. For 4:33, hey, people, I may go to 9 o'clock tonight and I may have enough to talk about. Say your thing, 4:33, because I don't want to stop you. And you help me remind me of some things. I may bring up the thing they want to bring up in the meantime. So say your piece,
Yeah. You said Bruce. Steve Bruce?
Yes.
Oh,
the one who's a coach, Newcastle. Yes, the same one. That's the name I've heard. I don't know how true it is. That's the name I've heard.
Let me tell you. I've been hearing some names. So maybe the same names that you have been hearing, right? And I saw something where they said that Dwight York is not on the, I don't know if he's on the 5-man shortlist or whatever the case is, right? But let's say that he is, and he's the leading front runner. I do not want him. Right?
Right.
For one, he doesn't really have coaching experience like that. And I just think, Kranky, we have too much to play for at this moment in time. And I do not want us to go out there and experiment with anyone because really and truly, nobody really has a grace period with this Reggae Boyz team going forward, especially seeing what is at stake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think the pressure is even more because you know, the World Cup will be held in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So in a sense, it is, in our backyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have 3 teams from CONCACAF who they've already qualified. Now, it is still a tough qualification to go through, but it favors us. It favors the Reggae Boyz team a bit more to at least make it out this time around, right?
Right.
Now, football isn't played on paper; it's played on the pitch. So, the odds of us making the World Cup, it is much, how would you say, it's much higher in our favor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if we go out there with a coach who's inexperienced, etc., etc., I mean, there's literally no time for hiccups in the qualifiers next year.
So who is talking about an inexperienced coach?
No. A lot of these coaches, they might be experienced, right?
Right.
But they're not good enough. An inexperienced coach for me would be like a York, Miguel Cole, etc. Somebody whose names that people call. Now, we've heard about the experienced coaches, like say like a Steve Bruce, etc., etc. I don't think these guys are good enough to head the Reggae Boyz team going forward, especially qualifying us for the World Cup of 2026. I'm not saying that Steve Bruce is a bad coach,
Right.
But Steve Bruce and some of these guys, it's like a merry-go-round where they get sacked from one club, then they go to a next club, and it's rinse and repeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like Doc Rivers, for example. He fails, but he still gets a job, and he fails.
Well, at least Doc has won a title, right?
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But
I understand what you're saying about Doc, which is he chokes in the playoffs. Choke with the Clippers in playoffs. Not debatable.
And he just rinsed the one trophy, which by right, he win it, but still, if you're talking about in the present with all those like talents that he has had at these respective teams, you should have done better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for me, I think not only that we need a coach that can qualify us for the World Cup of 2026, but we also need someone with a philosophy that can build something going forward as well, so that eventually when they leave, the football can be in the structure of the football program can be in good hands. You know what I'm saying? Like a good foundation is there. I think Carl Vinson left a good foundation. So I think the next coach should also build on that and leave a good foundation, because a coach will eventually leave at the end of the day,
Right. So here's a question for people. And people be honest about this. Those in the chat, we have 146 in the chat. It was 150. 4 people leave me. So people, see me watching numbers then people. So people, let me ask a question. And you 433. How many people have heard of this Spain coach before the Euros? Or before he started coaching Spain? How many people have heard of this coach before he started coaching Spain? I want to give me an honest perspective. How many have heard of this coach? Finding the right coach takes work. You hear me complain about receiving resumes and not doing your homework to find the coach. It's a lazy approach to just get resumes in and not doing real work to find the right coach for your team. And before the game says playing position football takes work. I thought everybody plays position football nowadays, by the way. I try to anyway. And I don't disagree that it has to be institutionalized in your environment for it to be as effective as you want it to be. And the philosophies has to be there and implemented and effective for you to do this really the right way. Right? And people say, well, Kranky, we only have a year if we get to the World Cup because we only have this one last year come 2025 to 2026, the World Cup 2026. I understand all of that. But if you do your homework, maybe you can find the right person to take the job. Don't be lazy and just take resumes in. Do some work. You're trying to find a coach. Don't rush to find a coach by the 1st of August. Take your time and find a coach. Don't get recycled coach at the same 433. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I know the recycle coach business. You get me saying? What I will say is I didn't know about the guy from Spain, right? But I realized that football, the direction of football is more, it was always based on philosophy, But I think there's more emphasis on philosophy. And with that philosophy, once the tools are provided, it seems to me like you will at 99% get the success that you're looking for, in the sense that you look at Xabi Alonso, right? I know that people, you look at Bayern Munich, for example, they appointed Vincent Kompany, and you might be thinking to yourself, boy, you can get Burnley relegated, etc., etc. But I think they're looking at his philosophy and looking at the tools that they have available and say, you know what, I think this philosophy goes well with these technical players that we have, rather than a coach like Thomas Tuchel, who he does have a philosophy, but does it fit with the players that Bayern Munich possess? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? So with the right philosophy, with any coach and the tools being provided, then if you apply yourself both from the managerial standpoint and the players as well, then you will get the success that you're looking for to an extent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You will have hurdles to cross because you have to play against the opposition, etc., etc. But once everything clicks, then you get things started, and you see where you're at the finish line. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So in that sense, when I look at people like Steve Bruce, Dwight York, etc., I do not need to watch a Dwight York team to know that he's obviously not the right man for the job. I've seen Steve Bruce, etc., etc. He doesn't have philosophy. He doesn't fit with this system. Not only with the players, but he doesn't do anything for me as a fan, as well as probably other respective Reggae Boyz fans to get us on board as well. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You have to factor that in as well. Bring in a coach. You have to have the fans buying into the product. And I don't know if it's this video. You have something. I think it's in the thumbnail, like why fans are not going to the stadium, etc.
Oh no! I had them on. You know what, people? In that thumbnail that you saw, I don't know, beat me, I'm not here. I was trying to get to know. Let me rephrase that. I was trying to get the fans in my thumbnail under the bed, and I used an AI to do it, but AI couldn't find it, and I couldn't find anything manual to do it. Because that was a nice picture, in a bed and a cover, so the cover kind of like boating, like trying to put them under the bed. Cause under them sheet, either under the bed or under them sheet, but they're not at the game them. So we don't get beat, but we never really care.
But any coach you bring in as well, Kranky, right? They have to factor in that this coach should be able to sell a product to the fans, right, or a philosophy that can get them coming to the games as well,
right?
And that works by the style of play as well as the results that you're getting with the style of play. Because look at Hallgrimson, he did well to an extent, right?
But by the way, people, 1 second, 433. Sorry, I apologize for this. People tell me that's the whole board that's here. People, I got it from the JFF site. There's a reason why I did this, because I wasn't sure it was the new board, but I put it to show that you can't have dated information on your website. If you're bored, because I was surprised to see Raymond on there. Somebody said they're going to send me the new board. Me not care. That's what I'm up on their website. That's what me I go with. Fit them fault. And I did this on purpose, because I assumed that Raymond probably wasn't anymore. But you cannot, I'm going to call them out. You cannot have this on your website, then people. If this is not your real board, this can't be a board on your website. Go ahead, 43. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. So, yeah, you want a coach that can come in and, sell something to the fans to get them in the stadium as well. And if it's one thing that Coach Jaime Hallgrimson, or the former Reggae Boyz coach, stressed is the lack of support, both home and away as well. We know how the away supporting go. Many other countries that have stronger support away. Can we do much better than that? Yes, but you have to get the people to buy into it, And them up a saying, before you dance yard before you dance abroad. I get me, I say.
Yeah,
we have to get fans in the stadium at home before we can even think about abroad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I see it still. So hopefully them get that appointment right.
All right, 43.
We get going with things.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the call. I'm glad you can get in and you can comment.
Yeah.
But your comment should be positive on the music that I just delivered, because I worked on it, okay?
I'm going to replay the video. I'm just trying to.
All right, 50-50. Thanks.
All right.
Bless up. So, people, there's a reason why I put this up. When I first went on the website and saw this, this is from the website now, people. I said to myself, this can't be the correct, given what was transparent in the election, but I had it here anyway to make a point. There are 19 people. Which board does it with 19 people? There are 19 people on the board. See, I don't know if the number got reduced. See the people? And it's on their website, so I can publicize it because it's their website. There are 19 people on the board, people. That can't be right. That's why you can't keep no secret. Because if what Rudolph is saying, he gives the list to the board, and you have 19 people on it, and this is a subset of the board, of 4 people, you can say, come and show all them have access. So if you give 19 people information, I don't care if 4 or 5, depending, you give 19 information, it will spread. Somebody said, Brian said the board have 11 people. So JFF, take down your board from your website, because it's wrong and dated. You gotta get wrong information out there. I did see they have the 2023 financial statements. I went through them. I'm going to bring somebody in from JFF now, because the numbers I'm reading, financials, say them owe quite a bit of money still. I'm sure 2024 is a lucrative year between Copa 2 million. Let's say them net out, say $500,000 from that. And then get Adidas money and then get Nation League money. So 2024 has been a good year. It may balance the books, but the books weren't balanced in the 2023. They were running to that deficit. They're saying this is the wrong thing in us. I mean, I know from Portland, but And I would assume it's the wrong board, but it's what I had on their website. It's where they got it from. I'm not making this up. This is what I saw there, people. This is the list of people. If this is wrong, as soon as the board was elected, the new board, it should have been on your website. That's why I do put purpose and calling out. If we do better. That's why people always are beating on. If we do better. Sorry. If we do better. I did it on purpose, people. Because I assumed that the board was changed subsequent to the election, our new board. I can't go to your website to get information. You want transparency. And you want information, it should be accurate. And you have dated information. It's reflective of how you are. If you don't like it, yes, it's a blow destruct. They say no, Zabad, they say now it's no longer 19, it's 11. But I get this on the website because people, when they see me come in here and complain about likes, right? I appreciate the 150 likes and the 170 people there. There's a reason for that. I do work. This is not me just come here and just come talk, right? You see me saying? We can pull up things, me do work. I do my work first. So I live my life. I do my work first, then me go public. Because I don't like embarrass myself. You know me, I do it to my music. I don't know one place, me embarrass my music. I do my work first, then me come here. When I call nobody about them new board, me go up on them website, because it's supposed to be accurate on them website. And if it wrong, I'm going to tell you the source. The source wrong, I know me wrong. The source wrong. You know better. You cannot have a website and have inaccurate information, and you have time to change the information. And like I said, the election just held yesterday. So it's not a good thing to have this information there, and it's inaccurate. Sorry, can't help you. Can't help you. Let's go to what I think some of the coaching attributes should be. And I know, look, I hear before the game saying almost like the concept of position football should be embedded in you from an early age. I agree. That is why having coaches with the right pedigree at all levels is an imperative. You cannot be a coach for under 18 in Europe unless you have an A license, people. You can't coach in the Premier League. You can't coach a La Liga. You can't coach a Serie A. You can't coach a Bundesliga. You can't coach in a Dutch league at the highest level unless you have a pro license, people. Those are the requirements. I went and did my research for the last couple of days to make sure I know what I'm talking about. Those are requirements. Pro license, not A license, pro license. Jamaican and pro license. Now, I'm not being the JFF on that because I know that Rudolph and others are trying to make the best effort to change that construct. But it's important. People, you don't want to go high school, our college, and your teacher teaching you say they don't know what I'm do. It don't make no sense to you. Accreditation is important. Doesn't mean people can't come to the ranks, people, and learn and have the capacity to deliver information. But accreditation is important. It shows you've gone through rigors of something to achieve something. If you're a plumber in New York, you have to get licensed unless you do things on the side. If you're in a construction, you do construction in New York in a certain capacity, you have to get licensed. You're a carpenter, you have to get licensed. They want to put you through rigs and the process, make sure you know what, when you do the job, you can do it the right way. Football is no different from a discipline in terms of getting the required license. You want to be a physician, you have to go to school for 7, 8 years. There's a reason for that, people. That's how the world works. So this misconception that, Kranky, you think man have to go license and get accreditation, forget do this. Man, a big coach in your own mind. You haven't gone through any process to demonstrate you're a big coach. And you may win things at a local level, but you can't uplift the kids. You can't embed them with the right techniques and way of doing things. Or if control a football, or if make a pass, or if you drop your shoulder, or if you make a decision, do it the right way, because you haven't been trained. Doesn't mean you have to be a footballer. There are people playing the national team who can't coach nobody. This misconception because I play football at high school, I can coach. No. There's much more to coaching than that. There's much more teaching than that. There's some people who are genius who can't go in a classroom and coach anyone. And other disciplines. Right? That's how life is. You got to go through the process. You got to learn, and you got to be able to show the people you can deliver the information that you have learned in a way which can be digested by your audience. That is that's important. So you hear me call for a Spanish coach. It's just a concept in terms of idea, but you know what? I want somebody who have these attributes. I'm going to go through all of them quickly. Quick. I did it the other day. I'm going to do it again. First of all, if you want to deal with Jamaicans, you have to try to understand them. You may not have to understand them, but you have to try to understand them. Make a chance to learn. Like me, I try to learn for DJ. Same concept. Make a chance to learn. I'll say that. You have to be culturally diverse in your thinking and how you operate. The last coach, I have no cultural diversity in my mind. And there are things that the last coach do, which some people know about it, they will lose their mind. Lack the diversity mindset, people. The last coach. Wrong coach. I'm telling you right now, wrong coach. Someone asked the question, was the coach selected by going through the process I've been alluding to? I think the coach's pedigree suggests If you take Iceland with a very small population in Europe to the Euro and the World Cup, and we're desperate to go to the World Cup, that maybe that can translate to us. Not saying it couldn't, because we will never know. But there are other aspects of that person in terms of teaching football, which I don't think garnered the respect he needed to from the players or others when they watch him coach. A very good defensive coach, and you know me song, you know, no idea about offense. Not about offense. Trust me, not about offense. Yes, Warren. Yes, Warren. Warren. And by the way, people, here's an interesting point about this point, which is a lot of people think it's about just the leader themselves, you know. But a good leader surround himself with excellent people. A good leader knows talent, and they bring the talent in to help them. A good leader looks for what I call effective challenge. What does that mean? When I'm doing something, there's somebody there who I know is smart, who may challenge me about what I'm doing and disagree. We argue it out, and I can see the plus and minuses and make an informed decision. That's also an imperative, people. If you believe that as the coach, because enough managers can't coach, you know. I think Rudolph made a good point the other day, which he wants somebody who can manage, but can go on the field and demonstrate and coach. Some managers can't coach anymore. I don't think Alex Ferguson was going on the field after a certain point. Doesn't mean he can't do it, but he probably passed that stage. You need good people around you to help you. The masseuse, the physical trainer, the goalkeeper coach, all those people around you got to be important. You see what Arteta does at Arsenal. Look how he built up his team and who's around him, but how he changes goalkeeper coach. You need people with that mentality, that mindset, that perspective, that intellect to make those decisions to help you. It's essential. It's important. And I don't think people understand that. It's not just a coach. It's just his or her, who that person is. It's about who you surround yourself with. Here's what's all important. All the key stakeholders are important, including enough away who no one go game, we important. And maybe more important than you think. The coach will even leave, talk about that. Talk about the support. And understand how important support is. We need a JFF to be better to help the coach, our manager, you want to call it. We need the sponsors to be better, or the business committee to be better. We need the players to be better in how they operate, in how they play. We need the fans to be much better than they are, because they're not good enough. We'll talk about it later. We're not good enough as fans. We need to be better. Everybody needs to improve to help us deliver the best product. And this misconception that the product is only players on the field, that's a misconception. Because that product is informed by a lot of factors, and there are a lot of factors there that are not operating as they should. And some of we don't like that. Me the GD program there, and probably beat me because I said the fans them now do XYZ. I'm glad for my own show, I have much more time to talk about this. The fan thing have to change, people. We have to do better. And me not talk about money. We all get the money thing. No fun. Me have people in my house go budget. I've got a budget concert. And people that fly from Georgia, fly from Florida, fly from all over, come on budget. Budget sold out everywhere and go. I'm not budget, you know. Me I say, when we want to do something, we can do it. We find the money. So Brian Mann said, here's a new board. It's 11 people, much smaller than the 19 I saw. It only have one woman on it. That's not okay. The board shouldn't have one woman on it. So if 11 people, Brian, me not see this. We say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brian, I 11 this. Brian, me I miss something. But me hear this nice outside people. It's a blasting rain here. I didn't realize it was raining. So yeah, Brian, this is not 11 people, Brian. Are we missing something? Yeah, but just sell out. But just sell out UBS Center, 2 shows back to back. Then Bujo sell out. I always call you calling the wrong line. Brian, you calling the wrong. Brian never called the other 4. You know what? Put up the line, Brian. Wrong line, Brian. Brian, so the number you have to call up on the other line, Brian. Here's the number at the bottom, people, if you want to call in. Bujo sell out. UBS Center in Long Island, close to Queens twice. You might come September Barclays already sell out. We get so much car people want to go. And then want to go. And then I ask, who I go and who not go? I not go. Me go to football game. I not go Bujo. Yeah, merciless fun. It's me not like Bujo music and about. Now go Bujo cancer. But the point I'm trying to make is that we find money when we want to go. And we make time for what we want to do. I'm going to show you where we make time. We are under the bed, under the covers, watch football. We now make the effort to support the football. But so we want a great product. That can't be right, people. Can't be right. Cannot be right. But Tycoon, but do not stress them too. Can't answer about the team. Now, there's a lot that can be done. But when I go into the fan thing, people, in the coaching team, I'm just jump around, so. Go back to the coaching thing. Go back to the coaching thing, people. So we need somebody who respect for diversity within the team, understand different background and personalities, and as a coach, all right, another call, people. I'll finish my thought. Go ahead. Good night. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Kranky. So based on the amount of characters, all of it could have all in one. So that's why I made two coming.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. You're saying that you're restricted in the characters that you could put into YouTube, this coming section. So you had two. Okay, sorry. I apologize for that. Then I missed the second piece of it, actually.
Yeah.
So can you just put the last name alone, and that could give you 11, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if everybody know the people them by them last name, but fine, I'll do that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
All
right. Cool. So here's what I think about this Rob Smith. Rob Smith. I don't do Rob Smith. I put up excuse for the game Rob Smith. I can't come up with all the excuse I come up with. I now by the excuse of Rob Smith. But we're not there fan yet. People, you'll get a fan. Can I beat myself and beat along, We'll finish the coaching thing. So I think the coach should be a big thing. Coach need to be a politician in some respects. The ability to understand the environment they're operating and to be a political sub with administrators while maintaining required autonomy. I mean, me. Why am I telling people their phone ring off of the hook? I'll take the call. Bless up. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Kranky. I'm running out to work, but I'm giving you another perspective to look at the fan thing. I have PTSD based on my experience at the Crystal Palace game. So for me to get up and go, you'd have to give me Ravel and Epic Guy that I want. Maybe then I'll think about it.
Right.
But even so, I had 3 groups, people from the diaspora.
Right.
I link up with these guys. They have left Jamaica for years, but they still keep touch with Jamaica.
Right.
They haven't been down there for a while, but they keep touch, and this is how they keep in touch with their roots. They follow the football. They will buy the jerseys. They will, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they were willing, these groups, after speaking to them, they were willing to go and watch the match.
Okay.
But then people like Antonio dropped out, other people dropped out, and they looked at the roster that the JFF put up, and they're looking at me going, "You think I'm going to spend $2,000 to go watch that? You must be kidding me." So,
no, I understand.
So Kranky,
yeah.
So Kranky, so the thing is this: people are very discerning and how they're willing to spend their money. If you are saying that the fans must come out, think about the team that you're putting out.
Right.
Therefore, you said it. Give thought to the coach that we choose, because I'm going to tell you straight. For more than a year, I was like, this guy needs to go back to Iceland, and everybody was giving me slack.
Right.
I remember the last time I spoke on your thing when I said he's a bird brain coach, and there were members in your thing saying, "Oh, dare you call him bird brain?" Blah blah blah. And then after this guy leave and everything coming out, these were the same people I was observing talking about Grim. I wish I was near to some of them to say, "Really?
Right. Yeah.
You're gonna say that when you were telling me I have no right to call him bird brain? Really?"
Yeah. No,
So,
I remember.
Kranky,
I remember you saying some of those things, Claudine. So yes.
So Kranky, I'm saying again, if you're selling me Jamaican food, yeah, here in Florida, Jamaican food is big. You're gonna sell me Jamaican food, right? And I go into your establishment and I bought your curry chicken, and that tastes like crap because a lot of the people here just put up the word Jamaican restaurant, and obviously these people have never cooked Jamaican food in their life. Do you really think I'm gonna want to pay my money to eat your food?
So Claudine, I understand that, but think about it this way, which is the team that we have now today reached the semifinal of the Nations League, which is part of the top 4 teams in the region. Jamaica is now ranked 6th in the region, or 7th. 6 or 7 the region, somewhere around there, right? They're after Panama, Costa Rica, US, Canada, and Mexico, right? And they reached the semifinal of the Nations League, almost got to the final. They reached the semifinal of the Gold Cup. They got it to Copa. That means the team is achieving. So we can't say the product is bad, but the product is probably overachieving given where we are in the region. Yes.
Kranky, achieving, it's, let's put it this way. We had Messi, we had Argentina, and we had Colombia.
Right.
And we thought we were going to get a banner of a game, didn't we?
Yes.
Now, let me tell you
yes,
something.
we did. We got crap.
If I had paid my money to watch that,
right,
I would be so pissed.
No, I agree.
So this is what I'm saying, Kranky. You can have the worst team, but the guy who is managing the team and what he puts out there will tell your people to go, is it worth my money? You're going to say, Buju sell out this and Buju sell out that. I told you before, Buju delivers. He may not be my cup of tea.
Right.
It's Till Shiloh, I think, was his greatest album. I bought that. I haven't bought anything since. But this is what I'm saying.
But Claude, here's a question for you, Claudia.
Who will fly in?
So what does Venezuela deliver for Venezuela in terms of football?
Kranky, you and I have not been keeping up with the Venezuelan team. And I'm going to put it this way. A lot of Venezuelans are here in the United States because of what has been happening in their country.
True.
Over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
It makes these people so patriotic. It's not funny. I work with quite a lot of them here. And I'm going to tell you, they're patriots. They will buy anything Venezuelan as long as it doesn't benefit the government.
So are you saying they're more patriotic than Jamaicans?
I'm not saying that they're more patriotic than Jamaicans, but I'm saying the motivation to support their team is far stronger. Even if the team did crap, the fact is they feel as if they're aliens. They feel like, refugees away from their country. So therefore, that fervor is there stronger. Us Jamaicans, well, like I said, I am not going to I because of my PTSD, but I had these guys, these groups who I was telling, go support the team, support the team. And I'm telling you, when these guys, they looked at me like, you really think I'm going to spend over $2,000 to go there to watch that? Are you nuts? So therefore, I'm going to say it again. These guys will spend the money to fly to New York to see Buju. Why? Because Buju will deliver.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand.
Buju will deliver.
Right. But
so therefore, if Jamaica loses the match, but they can see tactics, they can see what the coach is selling, and they can see Jamaica pass 2 ball, then
But Claudine, are you so Claudine? But Claudine,
it doesn't work.
So let me play devil's advocate. Wouldn't you say we're making excuses for the fans? Because if I go to the Nations League semifinal,
to an extent, yes. I'm going to be honest, bluntly honest, but they do have No, but
once again, Claudine,
can pass it on.
Once again, Claudine, people, I just got kicked out of StreamYard. I have no idea what happened. So if you see me disappear from the screen, somehow I just got kicked out. My thing just started circling, and I have electricity. I paid my bill. Go ahead, Claudia. I think I can still hear you. Yeah.
Just read back on. But Kranky, I'm saying these people will come out. I've been talking to this, as like I said, 3 different groups of people, and I've been selling the Jamaica football team to them. You know, this is a way to get back to your roots, blah blah blah. But
yeah, no, I understand.
They will,
I understand.
like I said, Kranky, you have to show them something for them to be interested, for them to really spend their money and go to the match. And these are good people, good guys.
No, you know,
Anyway.
I have friends also who play football with, who follow football, but I gotta talk to them about why they don't go to games. Actually, I don't understand why they don't go. I mean, I spend the effort to go, I make the effort to go, but I'm not sure why they don't go. Actually,
Yeah, but to see Kranky, like I said, these I've asked because I've been pushing them. Just go watch the match, man. Go show Jamaica some support.
Right.
And they were all gung ho, like I said, until the last time when this one I think dropped out. Then Antonio dropped out, and then they're like, "Really? You think we're going to travel and spend over $2,000 for that?"
But you know, Claudia, it's interesting because I can understand in the U.S. people may look at the total number, even though I'm wondering where the Venezuelan, the Ecuadorians, other people get their money from, and we do better than some of them in this country. But in Jamaica,
the Venezuelans, like you see, there's a difference again, Kranky. The Spanish, because in my department, I have noted when a new person is hired and they happen to be Spanish, it doesn't matter which one was the Spanish country.
yeah,
Those that are the Spanish people in my department, I've been watching them. They will embrace this person in. They will tell them what to expect, what to do. These people, they even train them in different areas. So when the perks come, these are the people that are picked.
yeah.
Because
No, it's a good point you're making. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
So they
And
function like a
the thing
community.
is,
Then they could function like a community.
Yes, and in the cafeteria, I don't know what happened. They have adopted me, and because I speak a little Spanish, makes it even a little better. And I'm sitting amongst these people and I'm watching them. Work is over. Most time when work is over, I just want to go home.
Right.
These people will spend hours sitting in there talking. You know, I'm wondering, what do they talk about all day? But this one is from Colombia, this one is from Venezuela, but this one is from Brazil, but they watch out for each other. And when they're going, trust me, this one will tell the next one, I'll drive this time. And they're taking each other and going.
Okay. But also football is a religion to them, right? Football is a religion to them also.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also what you call it?
What connects
it's
them
what
also.
keeps them,
Yeah.
Because like I said, those Venezuelans feel like they're refugees because, of the government that they've had and the fight between them and their government.
Yep.
Therefore, football is what connects them.
Makes a lot of sense, Claudia.
So there's a difference. In our country, we don't have that. You have people who are telling you and me that we're not Jamaicans anymore, or we're not Jamaican enough. They don't have that.
Yep, totally agree. So
therefore, Kranky, you will see the difference with them. Even let me tell you something. I've been saying this to my cousins. I'm like, why is it that the Spanish take care of each other, but not us?
Right.
Not us.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you get assimilated, you don't feel that need to be a community, That happens sometimes, right? So if you go overseas when they have expats, so the expats are people like from a country go to another country, it's a small community. They all seem to be a collective and work better together. When they come back to their own country, they go back to their normal lives. I think we have been here, I would say, a lot since the 70s, 80s, 90s, We have enough of a population and I feel like we need to have a community anymore. And we don't have a language barrier that may preclude us or forces us to be in certain communities. Even though a lot of Jamaicans may live in the same community, I still think they believe that they've assimilated and therefore that need for the community may not be there as it was previously.
Yeah, but not the Spanish. Like I'm saying to you, I'm in this job now for 2 years and I've been observing. And I'll be like, Troy, take a look at this. When you come in, just watch the way the Spanish look out for each other. And when lunchtime, look, they all congregate together. When it's over, they have meetings.
Right.
And they will go to HR and advocate for each other. The Asians are now doing it.
Yeah.
But there are very few Jamaicans. And I seem to be adopted by the Spanish.
well, maybe
so
they
I'm
can speak.
learning a lot more about this. I'm learning a lot more about what makes them think, what how they think and stuff. So that's why I'm able to tell you that it's so funny that these people all, as a collective, help each other. Therefore, I'm saying football is what connects them back to their country.
Yeah.
And therefore, that's why it's like a politics, religion to them.
Yeah. But here's the thing though, Claudie, because we just finished watching the Euros and all the teams are well supported. Slovakia, Slovenia, even Ukraine, who's in a war and probably have people dispersed, right? All those teams were well supported in the Euros. So I understand what you're saying about South America. We know how that works. And football is a religion there, and most of them only have one sport. But at the same time, we saw in Europe, who have multiple sports, frankly. We won't talk about the US because it's a big country, a lot of people, that they're also well supported. So I'm wondering sometimes if we're making excuses for I'm going to call it the Caribbean population, even though not all the Caribbean is the same people, because a friend of mine from Guyana tell me that when Guyana plays their games at their stadium, they have a lot of attendees. I don't know if that's true or not, but she mentioned that's the case, and they all go and congregate there. Even in Jamaica nowadays, people don't support the football when tickets are even free. Now, people are going to say, well, the product is not great, but it's a free product, and it's an entertainment, and if you put some artists in there, them support it, but them not support it regularly. So I don't know, Claudine. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, but like I said, the thing is this: I was disappointed with the JFF when Antonio came to the team. This guy is from the EPL, and we got Antonio and we got Pinnock and these other guys. The JFF dropped the ball. They never got the newspapers together, introduce this is so and so from Kendall, and this is so and so from wherever, and make a big deal, make a press conference, introduce these people to the country so that other people will get to know the players. The players don't even have their names on the jersey back.
Right.
Because I would have bought a Ravel t-shirt 10 times already. But we don't even have that.
Yeah, look, I do think we all know this. There's a lot of work needs to be done by the JFF, right? To bring people, because some people tell you they don't support the football team because of the JFF. I'm like.
But but Kranky, the JFF doesn't sell football to its people, to its fan base.
Yeah. That
is the funny part. Do you know that we in the diaspora sell the football more to other people than the JFF does?
Yeah. Well, look.
When in the mornings when I listen to JD, I get more football education. And when I'm going to work, like no, I listen. Even though we fight, I do listen to you because the conversation is there. But guess what that does? It keeps us connected to Jamaica again.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I mean? And I now know what's going on. I know that's why I came to YouTube, because I love football. And of course I'm Jamaican, so of course I'm gonna look for my Jamaican team. It's the YouTube that kept me alive. So I knew what was going on. And then the JPL I'm like, my God, it got worse instead of better.
Yeah.
Well, that's my opinion. So,
well, I think they're trying, right? So you gotta give them E for effort. They're trying.
But see what I mean, Kranky? if it takes YouTubers to keep us connected to the team and the game, then JFF really, really, really dropped the ball.
Okay.
And kill Mr. Speed. Say all the bad things I want about Mr. Speed. At least he goes on there, gives his opinion, and he gives you some news. He's also connecting you a little to what's going on.
Yes.
Even though you have to put on your thinking cap and going, they just gave the 5% truth and 2% lies. But at least he's giving you something.
Yeah, and I don't think people. I know some people do have an adverse opinion of Rudolph, but I think Rudolph does make the rounds, does try to reach out to the community.
Exactly.
Probably
that's
more so
what I'm
than
saying.
most administration, more than most administration across the globe. That's not even debatable. I don't see a lot of administration going on YouTube talking to any administration. Already go and talk to like that, you know. They talk to their coaches.
No, but Kranky, kill the EPL all you wanna do. You have like Fabio Romano and all these guys. They give you the scoop.
No, what I mean is that the administration. So you don't hear a lot of you don't hear the owner of Man U coming to talk to YouTubers. They may go to the traditional media, some of them. They're not going to talk to YouTubers. They don't go on Robbie's channel. They don't go on even the bigger YouTuber channels. You don't hear a lot of those administrators.
No, they don't. But if you contact their thing or go on their website or you contact the beat reporter that's assigned there, you'll get a lot of information. Yeah. But you should try doing that with the JFF. Oh.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand.
Anyway, gotta go.
All right. Enjoy the work. Bless up. Okay. All right, Claudine.
Okay,
have a good night. Thanks. All right. Thanks, Claudine. Let me say this, people, about the comment that Squilch 100 just made. Conflict doesn't mean corruption. Let me repeat, people, because we're using words in the context and it's misinformation. Conflicts permeates life, right? Doesn't mean there's corruption. Yes, conflict can lead to corruption, but conflict and corruption are not synonymous. Most organizations have conflict. Newspapers have conflict. TVJ have conflict. The government have conflict. Business have conflict. It's innate to how you operate, given your constituent, given your engagement, given how you do things. The question that arises is, how do I manage some conflicts? So some conflicts should be avoided. Some conflicts probably should not be allowed. And some conflicts need to be managed. But please do not make the statement that if you conflict, you're corrupted, because they're not this one and the same. Okay? And that's not the right statement. So not me to call you out, but you have it in the chat, so that you're calling yourself out. We're using things in the context which is not true, actually. I'll make that clear statement. It's not true. Not because in the corporate environment, I'll give you an example. You will be asked to capture all your conflicts in what they call a conflicts register. And in some companies, what they do is identify their conflicts. So, for example, if I go out and sell what they call a derivative, a really complex instrument, somebody 90 years old, that's a conflict, and that may be deemed inappropriate. So, who you're selling your information, who you're selling the stuff to? For example, you're a company, you have business that you do. You should identify your conflicts. You should identify what risk those conflicts pose. You should identify what mitigants you have those conflicts. You should identify owner for the conflicts and how you manage those conflicts. So it doesn't mean that's corruption, people. Corruption means you're doing something inappropriate, probably illegal. So they're not one and the same. So where am I now, people? Got that call. That was a good call from Claudine, actually. And by the way, Claudine is very knowledgeable about football. And Claudine, as she said, I always quarreling and like we're wife and husband or something. But there is mutual respect, which is appreciated, I'm sure. So I was going through the list of things for the coach. I'm going to have to skip that. I get another call, people. Phone hot. Good night. Who am I speaking to?
Hey, Kranky, how are you doing, man? Miguel.
I'm doing well, Miguel. How you doing?
I'm good. Good show, man, so far. I just wanted to well, I agree with Claudine, that's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the things that she was saying. I don't know though if, as you had mentioned, the Caribbean, I don't know if it's it's primarily Jamaica, it's just mainly the Caribbean. If you look at the Caribbean countries on the whole, they're not well supported in terms of fans. You understand me? And getting a lot of, as you said, Guyana gets a lot of support, but that's relative. Maybe what he calls a lot is probably, if you should see the game, you would disagree. Because I think on the whole, the Caribbean countries don't get good support. But at the same time, Kranky, if you watch football in Jamaica and most of the Caribbean islands, by the time you look at the quality of the field, the stadiums, you understand me?
Right.
The lighting, the camera angles, and when you compare to what you see in other places, at the end of the day, it looks like two different games. It doesn't even look like the same game we're playing here. You understand me?
Right.
So that may be something that discourage people from being that enthusiastic about the game. You understand me?
Right.
The other thing is that I think with JFF, they're stuck in their old ways. They don't really take a lot of, they listen, but I'm not even sure they're listening much. They hear, but they don't take a lot of suggestions from other people. They're stuck in their old ways. I don't know if this is the best idea, but the thing is, if you notice Jamaica, we have a culture where we like dancehall, we like music, we support that type of thing. The dances and the parties will be sold out. You understand me? So it was mentioned at one point that why not integrate a halftime show? You understand me? At least integrate that with the football. So you have more people coming in. Over time, they will gravitate more to the football. You understand me? But they don't really. They said other places not doing that, but at the same time, other places already have their support.
Right.
So use one thing to pull the crowd, and then when you get the crowd now, and they develop a culture for the football now, then we'll automatically get the support. That's what I think. You understand? But I think they're stuck in their old ways. They have a YouTube channel that is all the time that I see things that it is when they have press conference for the most part. Simon will repost it on the YouTube channel. It's not very active. You understand me?
Right.
So, they need to do a lot more things, man. And, the Caribbean as a whole, we need a proper stadium. At one point, I think I heard management say that even at the stadium in Jamaica, they don't have the screen not working, so you can see replays and that type of thing. Come on, man. Simple things they can do to help to make the sport more attractive to people. But they're not doing that. They don't care.
Well, I think they do care. It may be a combination of different things, right? People just expect the product itself to draw the crowd, and not think about, because in a lot of different parts of the world, it's the product itself that draws the crowd, right? In fact, when I was in Europe once, somebody's complaining about something they're trying to do at halftime, like, this is not America. Why are we doing this? We come to watch a football game, right? That's the view. But you're right. In different parts of the world, people may have different desires and want things to be done differently. And so they may embrace something in addition to the football that attracts them. And a lot of times in Jamaica, it's like we want to party at the football game versus just go watch a football, which I find interesting, actually. So we want a party. We want a football game to be around the party versus the party around the football game, which people will struggle with. I will assume that people will struggle with that because the football is supposed to be the entertainment. Here's my view on that, though. If you're playing entertaining football, that may also help. If I go there and the ball is moving around and you're playing the ball between the lines, and you're playing patterns of football, and you're creating chances and you create excitement, that may help versus playing kick and hoop football, as I call it.
But how is it going to be entertaining, Kranky, when the field you pass the ball? That is why we develop a culture of playing so slow, because we don't have any field that you can just blindly pass the ball and know it's going there. You pass it east and it end up at northeast or somewhere else. You understand me?
Right.
It doesn't make right. So it takes away from the spectacle of the game also, Kranky. You understand
well, no,
me?
I'm not saying the facilities doesn't need improvement, But at the end of the day, people were at the stadium in '98, weren't they? And the fields were no better then. So it does suggest a bandwagonist culture.
Yeah, but
when I went to Washington in '98, '97 it was, I think, the stadium was sold out. Ton of Jamaican there. US don't bring Jamaica come back ever again to play games in this region because we all made the effort to go because we're close to qualifying. People got to think about that. It's amazing. It was only football, Miguel, but we went because we were close to qualifying.
Yeah, but that's a given, Kranky. Come on, we know that.
But why is that a given versus just support the football? So we don't want entertainment with the when we're winning. We only need entertainment when we're losing or when things are not great. Is that how it works?
Yeah, but you know that there's going to be some sort of excitement built up around, especially for the first time a team is going to World Cup. Remember, that was the first time.
Right.
There's a high possibility of us going to World Cup. So therefore, that by itself is going to spark some level of enthusiasm.
Right.
I still don't know, even if this time around, even if we're close to qualifying, we're going to get that sort of level of excitement. Because, I mean, you can only have one first. So, of course, it's going to develop some degree of excitement above the norm. You understand me?
Right.
So, know that what we should have done then is capitalized on that excitement and build the product. You understand me? But instead, they have one situation after another. It regress. You take 10 steps backward and 2 steps forward, and then they compliment, they pat themselves on the back for the 2 steps forward and don't try to make up for the deficit of the 8 steps that they took backwards. You understand me?
Right.
So, you know, and that is where the ball has it has been more regressing than progressing. You understand me? And they say, oh, okay, we're doing a lot because we have come from far. But looking from where we were while going to World Cup and to where we are now, I don't think we have progressed a lot. I think we have regressed. You understand me? They took money to build one. How much I paid for the football? You remember that football? And they wanted Guinness World Record to acknowledge it, and I say it's not a football because you can't kick it. That giant ball.
Yeah. Okay.
You remember? They spent how much money on that? Their priorities are in the wrong place. And I need to start listening to the fans more and taking more advice from them. You understand me? And integrate more younger, sharper minds into the JFF, and you know, get the YouTube channel.
That not happen. That not happen. That part of that not that will not happen. That will not happen. That's not happening. Same people, everybody want position. Nobody want to get in position. So we have the same recycled people. No new intellect to help advance the football. No diversity of thought. Same old patterns of thinking. So.
Exactly. The JFF should even have an active YouTube channel where they have lives, and sometimes they could even merge the streams, because I saw you merge a stream the other day, which was very well done, right?
Yeah.
They could even merge with the streams with other YouTubers. You understand me? So they can provide information, and by extension, they will attract traffic, you know, to their channel. You understand me?
Right.
And create some degree of excitement. There are some basic things that can be done that does require a large injection of funds. But I don't know what the problem is. They're stuck in their old ways, as I said over and over. And we just have to just go with the flow, brother. Who love football, watch football. Who don't love football.
So somebody, people are trouble in their life. Somebody texted me and said, how do you want people to come to the stadium? I want to ban the prodigal son. He's the prodigal son. He's a certain name. You know the prodigal son is, right? So if the prodigal son is not playing, how do you want people to come to the stadium? That's what somebody texted me. I said, so I don't know. But even the prodigal son was playing, people still weren't going.
Nah. I think he got frustrated too because people were criticizing him. So I guess that was part of his decision. That led him to part of his decision also.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, so yeah. So I think it was a criticism.
Yeah.
I think it worked the other way around. The criticism that he was facing at one point caused some degree of frustration to that led him to his decision.
Yep.
So,
that needs to work itself out too. We'll see how that over time how that works out. But yeah.
I'm not enthusiastic to see him back in the team, bro. That is just my point. No,
I have no comment. I have no comment on the person because we get too much beaten about it. So
patriotism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Kranky, you saw how Messi cried the other night when he came off?
Yes.
Messi, Argentina achieved so much. They're number one team in the world. And he cried when he had to come off. Huh?
So are you contrasting that with another player and how they operate?
Exactly what I'm doing.
Okay.
Look at the difference.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, we can criticize JFF and Jamaican football all day, but at the same time, your country is a country, brethren. You understand? Your country is a country. You have to be patriotic to your country. Put anybody else aside because the football is bigger than JFF. So
Miguel, you and I agree finally on something. Yes, I agree with that. I know there's a common ground someplace, And by the way, Miguel, you really got to talk about you being a Republican. I'm gonna change you. I'm gonna get you to change your mind. I'm gonna give you facts to change your mind, Miguel. I'm gonna give you facts to change your mind, but not today, not tonight. But I'm gonna give you facts to change your mind. At some point, trust me, Miguel. I'm gonna give you facts to say, you know what? Maybe I can revisit my association with this party, even though I am very. When I think about these things, I believe people should have diversity of how they operate to keep everybody on their toes. But in this one instance, I think you should explore other options.
But you should think about it though, Kranky, and I'm not saying that you can't, and I'm open to a conversation where that is concerned or any other topic. But just like religion,
right?
One can find, and just like the Bible, one can find a supporting argument,
right,
or with a for or against in anything that in a particular situation. You understand me?
True, that's
because
true.
I'm sure there are a lot of good that one party, that the Democrat did, and I'm sure there are some good that the Republican did.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
So in any which way, once you have a certain level of conviction, you're gonna be able to find enough argument to support your conviction.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, I'm open to a discussion. I'm not.
Yeah, so that's so I'll cut it off now by saying that's on my new channel. So I'm dropping my new channel.
Not a problem.
I said 2 months. After today and the work we do today, and I'm gonna be 2 months or longer. I tell the truth. Truth, Miguel.
Okay.
It don't take longer. But,
man.
yeah, Miguel. I appreciate the conversation, though. I appreciate the conversation.
No problem. I respect, man.
And you being open to your mind being changed. I appreciate it.
I'm open to a conversation.
All right, that's up, Miguel. That's up. All right, that was Miguel FIFA. Miguel, that was a fight. Big deal. But I think I'll play Mr. again in the cause some people say I'm nice, and some people say I'm nice, and some people say I'm something else. So I'm not play my song. I'll give the song a rest. But somebody dropped me a super chat earlier. I want to thank them verbally. The verse is just in the chat. I'm gonna look for it and try to find it. It's here someplace. So people, I wanted to, I kept jumping around between coaching and what I think the coaching requirements are. I ain't gonna go over that because it probably don't matter. You're probably just gonna select who they select, and I'm probably not gonna be happy. But I think the coach has to. I'm gonna jump from coach to the fans. Here's my view on the fans. Fans, here's what I think we should be considering. Fans can support and motivate the national team. Fans provide really vital support and motivation to players. There's nothing if you play football at any level, if you play football in high school, people are for your local team. Think about you play football for your Canada League team and the people them up on the side I cheer you on. I say Kranky or Jerome or Big Deal or Megatron or Brian, can't hold him, can't mark you, motivate your people. So when you're in the stadium and then hear your noise and hear your voice and hear your cheering, there's nothing like that. I used to play football with Freddie Butler, who is now the under-17 coach. And I can say I was a good footballer. Freddie was the best player on our team at the time. And when you play with Freddie, first of all, Freddie boosts you up so much if you say, boy, you're a big baller. I tell the truth. No matter who you play against, we used to play against for the man from Arnett Gardens who play for your team at Bronx. Forget what the team name. Upsetters. And we go play Upsetters, we don't have the best team. Freddie the best player. But the way Freddie boosts you and motivates you, nobody can tell you that day. You play to your skin. Because you must say, the man is good like you, Kranky, them can't play like you. We are run ball upon him today. And one day we played the man with 7 people and them couldn't beat we. And then I have so many people who play for Jamaica and I'm a big team. Because Freddie was a booster, as a supporter, him encourage you, right? Which a player does. Fans can have that effect. Well, I can call him sometime in the boy, I tell you. Bless up. Good evening, Peter. Good evening. Great. Interesting. Go on, Peter. Your time.
No, you know why? Because I heard you had
Come here, talk nonsense. You have called in, that nonsense.
No, man. I'm not. You're talking about the Freddie Bucks, nothing?
Yeah.
No, man. No. That's not why I called. You had 2 callers prior to me.
Right.
It's Claudine and Miguel.
Yes.
And it sounded as if they were blaming the JFF for the lack of fan support. Do I have that right? Or?
Well, it was a combination. I don't think they blame JFF. They're saying the product needs to be better. And what Miguel was also saying, the product needs to have enhancement to the product. So what does that mean? The product needs to be better, meaning Claudine mentioned some of her friends. And when certain players who have certain pedigree were in the team, they didn't feel like they should go because they didn't expect a positive result. Miguel was basically saying, well, when you have these games, you should bring additional enhancement like entertainment to the venue to make it a much more holistic product and to have that entertainment be something much more than just a football. That's what I get from what they were saying, right? My view is, go ahead.
So Miguel is talking about when the game is being hosted in Jamaica, I assume, right?
Well, no, it could be any place it's hosted. But we don't control it when it's outside Jamaica, right? We more control in Jamaica. But yeah, Jamaica be a big deal because people not going to Jamaica. Even in Jamaica, when they might get free ticket, them still not go.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
my point. We
yeah.
can't blame the JFF for that. The JFF, I mean, all right.
No, Peter, we blame the JFF for everything. If we buck with two, we blame the JFF. If we near out, we blame the JFF. We blame JFF for everything. And then if me say that, people say, Kranky, you become a JFF this and JFF that, and you're a JFF sympathizer. That's how we stay. If you oppose people and they come to JFF, then beat you. So go on, Peter. Go on. Me know you go.
Virgin, we just don't support our football. We don't. We are a bunch of wagonists. Okay, I'm old enough to remember 98.
Right.
I was already living in Florida, and guys who I played ball with. And there's a gentleman who used to coach, and to this day, he's a Jamaican, but to this day, I don't know if because he was, you know the name Lenny Taylor, right? You know that name?
Yeah, I've heard the name. I don't know him, but I've heard the name.
You know, to this day, I have to find out from my brethren. But Lenny Taylor was always around us, always in, he was a coach of some sort, and apparently very knowledgeable. I think he actually coached one of the small islands. But I remember back in 98, during qualification, down in Florida when we used to gather on a Saturday morning and play ball.
Right.
And I remember him saying that we're not qualified. I remember a whole bunch of people saying we're not qualified. Everybody have the Jamaican shirt, waving the Jamaican flag, and everybody, on the wagon. And that's who we are. I mean, there was a blogger, I think in the Canada game in Jamaica, that was upset because people in Jamaica was asking him for a link to the game. They're in Jamaica, the game is being played, and they want to know if they can watch it on a link.
Yeah.
And you see, I want to know, Kranky, because hear this. I've been here all the time, right? There was never, I don't live in Florida anymore, but there was never a game in Florida that Jamaica plays and me and my brethren wasn't there. And we didn't need the JFF marketing to let us know. And at that time, there was no social media platform like it is today, right? All we do, we read the newspaper, right? And we know that Jamaica is coming to the Orange Bowl to play against Bolivia, etc. We never miss a game, and there was always good support. So for us now, in 2024, when we have all these ways and means of knowing where the national team is playing, who they're playing, and who is on the team, for us not to be supporting our team is ludicrous to me. And then turn around and point a finger of blame. We need to look at ourselves.
No, you know why, Peter? We're not looking at ourselves because we can't take criticism, and we can't take the truth, and we push out the truth, and we blame everybody else but ourselves. We're not looking at the mirror, Peter. We're looking at somebody else's mirror. And you know what we say? I JFF fault. The product not good. And JFF fault. And after a while, you say to yourself, but why don't you just go to the game first and see what happens? Just try to go to the game first. It's too expensive to go. But you're in Jamaica, the game at $10. You spend $10 in your sleep. What do you mean it's too expensive to go? There's transportation to the stadium. What do you mean it's too expensive to go? I mean, I understand it. Let's take out the foreign thing out of it. Because we don't get involved in the football at all. And by the way, people, may I say this? While Peter's on the phone too. So we're going to go out and hire I must call it a foreign coach. Because they're not born in Jamaica. They probably don't have any Jamaican heritage. Right? So we have a stranger come run our football, which is important. And it's probably the most important in football when they coach the football team. Yet we're telling Jamaican citizens who live overseas, they can't be part of the JFF. They have to live in the country for 10 years. They can be part of the administration. That disparity, that link, they don't make sense to me, people. That's strange. So we're excluding a whole bunch of people who may have intellectual capital to help the country's football and other disciplines in Jamaica because we want to control it. We have a small group of people who want to control it. We don't want nobody else in the group who may change things, who may change us, who may not have us have the power that we have. That's what killed the country in a lot of different disciplines, including football. Go ahead, Peter. Sorry. I had to make that point.
Right. Well, just to elaborate on my point, I have a little snoozer roaming around, so I was distracted a little while you were saying what you were saying. But to elaborate on my point, these are the same people, you know, who are criticizing the JFF for not doing more marketing, right? These are the same people that they know every game that Brazil is playing. They know every game that France is playing. They know every game that Liverpool or Man City is playing. And they will tune in and they have their jersey, right?
Right.
And yet still is the Brazilian federation marketing the game to us? Is the France or the Liverpool or whatever it is marketing the game to us? No, because that's where our interest is. And we have our jersey and we put it on and we cheer for Liverpool. And we know, you know that I was watching, I listened to the Maverick on a daily basis.
Right.
And there was a game that Jamaica played the night before or the day before. And do you know the next day, the callers to the show was talking more about the Premier League than talking about the game that Jamaica played. Another thing, he was giving away something during the Christmas, right? He was giving away some chicken or whatever on his program. And he had some easy question. He called them butt up and catch question, right? And one of the and I remember one of the questions, Kranky, they were so easy it was ridiculous. I remember one of the questions was name, like he would say name 4. I don't remember if he said name the 4 or name the 5 or name the 3 or name me 2. But basically, he said to one of his callers, name the X amount of Premier League player, EPL players that play on the Jamaica team. And he wasn't asking for them to name all of them.
Right.
And I think the person could only name one.
Okay.
But this same person can tell you everything that's happening at Liverpool. So the problem is us. It's not the GFF. It's not the marketing company. It's us. We do not support our own. We always, and then we turn around and we just point the finger of blame. When Jamaica qualify, or when they get real close to qualification, that's when you're going to see everybody turn out. Now, to be fair, the last game Jamaica played in the stadium was a nice turnout. I don't know if you remember that. I don't remember what the numbers were, but it was a nice
and
turnout.
JFF didn't help. Well, the JFF and the government didn't help because they moved the game. My understanding, the turnout would have been better
Because of the light.
if the game didn't move to 3 p.m. Yeah, so that's a fair point. Actually, a fair point you bring up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I believe it might get better, you know, but Claudine, if you're listening, and Miguel, we can't keep blaming the JFF if we buck our toe, like you said, Kranky. It's just ridiculous.
Right. Yeah.
So I had something else to say to you, know. But boys.
So here, before you go, I'm gonna say this, Peter. So
Yeah.
you say you moved from Florida. I'm gonna guess where you moved to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. Did you move to Georgia?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
not
I
my
have
choice.
people. I don't know Peter from Adam. I am just guessing where he moved from Florida. There's reason for my guessing, but it's really interesting, people, about patterns and how patterns are. I didn't know Peter from Adam. I don't know Peter. I've talked to Peter. I've talked to Peter before on this program. I didn't know he lived in Florida. But see, I can guess where he moved from, where he moved to. There are patterns in life which you're seeing, and you have to understand. And I would be surprised if it wasn't Georgia. Now, if you said North Carolina, I wouldn't be shocked. But Georgia is what I expected. Really interesting.
Yeah, my virgin bots live in Florida as many years as I have. I've lived in Florida for 20-something years. I've only been here 8 years.
Right.
And he has been here probably 8 years or so. And he lives in North Carolina. Martin Botts used to play for Constant Spring. You probably know him.
Yeah, I've heard the name. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
He's a Fortis man too, you know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
No, no,
he's one of the Fortis man who went to KC and did not make the Manning Cup team. And there are so many that turn out to be big baller who never made KC Manning Cup team.
Because KC had a lot of players.
Years,
they play far match, Peter. And enough baller turn to far match. Trust me. Enough baller.
In fact, I remember going down there in the summer to watch the summer holiday, just to watch the Manning Cup training. I remember counting how many players were out there training before the squad get cut, and it was 50. I remember counting 50-something people, and I remember looking at everybody, and everybody was a baller, brethren.
Yep. No, I know that. I play those farm matches. I see those players.
that is why I am so flabbergasted when I hear about KC recruiting. It's really ridiculous. But anyway, that's a conversation for another time.
All right, Peter.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate
Respect.
the call, man. Yeah, man. Bless.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. So people, let me say, if people not agree with love, beat them. If they don't agree with it, no. I agree with Peter and I make excuses. I care much no more. I hate the JFF. The JFF. Now, hey, people, let me say this too now. Because we seem to have this misconception that all the other countries who support their football love their administration. Lie not tell. Go and do your research on a lot of these administration. They're having major problems. Even the one where Grimmy got to, the women team just call out the sexual harassment they have gotten and sexual exploitation they've gotten from coaches in the Ireland administration people in the process. That's why they have the press conference I mentioned yesterday or the day before. Press conference the day they did to dumb down the noise. So when you talk about administration and problem and incompetence and all that, it's not unique to Jamaica. But the fans still going out to the games. And I think what we should do is forget about the administration, support the football and the players. Because I think the misconception people have is, well, we're not getting my money. You're not getting your money. I give money to the whoever it is that run the thing at that day. Yes, so may trickle down to the administration. We're trying to enjoy the football in us. If you're there, house, I enjoy it. So why you listen to the football and watch the football for then if you just stay home and watch it? You support the football or no? You support either YouTube or you support any television station, TV, GS, CVM, all of them, because you're the dollars, you know. Advertisers use you to determine you can watch your product based on what the television station delivering. So you're supporting it. You support somebody, right? You support the football indirectly, but you go directly. The players need you in the stadium. There's something called home court advantage in sports. A strong crowd can create significant advantage for the national team. Energy, noise, enthusiasm of fans is nothing like how you intimidate the players. And people themselves, when them go Costa Rica, them go El Salvador, Guatemala, or people outside them hotel and make noise at night to make sure the players them can't sleep, to get them team advantage. That's support people. Always the financial contribution is important. National pride is important. How you influence, you can influence JFF now, people. I'm sure JFF has been influenced by fans, YouTubers, traditional media. They may not say it, but they have to be influenced, else they wouldn't be people. And if they're smart, they would be influenced because no one has, you said this 100 times. No one has a monopoly on intellect and information. No one does. That's why Amazon and all those companies are always trying to get surveys. Most companies get surveys in because they want the thoughts of the people. They have products selling. They want to sell their products. And so they're going to reach out to all the audience to get collective information. They'll cipher through it, pick out the best of those comments, and others they may throw away. But them still I go to others. Even though they're smart people with smart business making a lot of money, they're still trying to generate information to help inform their view about what they're doing. People no start the nonsense, no man. Done the nonsense, no people, man. But they have to have fun, man. We don't have the back and forth, but bad mind. Lord have mercy. Help me, Jesus. I show me age by them comment there. Eagle Republic is saying, one thing I want to read a comment there, but I can't. Good evening, bless up. Who am I speaking to?
Yes, man. Parish Council on the building, Kranky.
Bless up, Parish Council. How you doing?
Permission to treat the witness as hostile.
Permission to treat the witness hostile. So in a court of law, people, okay, witness is hostile. Let me sit up. If it's hostile, let me sit up. Go ahead, Parish Council.
Yeah. I want to ask you a question. What is your... You hear me properly, though?
I'm hearing you properly, yes. And I've turned your volume up so the audience can hear you also.
Okay. What is your most memorable moment in the National Stadium supporting the Reggae Boyz?
It wasn't in the National Stadium. My most memorable moment was Dean Burton scoring against the U.S. Washington, D.C.
Hold on.
No, but I'm telling you, but you're talking about Reggae Boyz, right?
Yes. Do you have a memorable moment?
But you have to be very careful with that now. In the National Stadium. No, you got to be very careful with that comment now. You have to be very careful. My most memorable moment in National Stadium are two of them. Stapleton beating Cameron, Bogart running for KC in the medley relay and winning, and we winning champs. Because your question is an open question to talk about football. You said National Stadium. You didn't say what event.
What is your most memorable moment supporting the Reggae Boyz?
See, you have to classify your question. You have to classify your comment. I don't know if I have a memorable one. I don't have a memorable one. I don't.
My most memorable moment, and I've been to a lot of games.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of games. My most memorable moment in the National Stadium was that goal that Luton Sheldon scored against the United States. That free kick.
Yes.
Rudolph Austin scored that there. I
Yes.
think Clint Dempsey scored the equalizer, and Luton Sheldon, may his soul rest in peace, scored a brilliant free kick. And the vibe, I think Whitmore was coaching the team at that time, if my memory serves correctly. And I said that to say, on that day, granted it was the United States, and that day the stadium was sold out. I had to park, I pretty much had to park in New Kingston to find and walk my way to the National Stadium that night. Right? The stadium was sold out. Packed. When Luton Sheldon scored that goal, it was pandemonium.
Okay.
Now, I've been to other games because a lot of times people speak about the stadium being filled and supporters turning out, and they only refer to 1998.
Right.
And that is absolutely incorrect, because I was quite young. I think my father brought me to one game, and my memory not so clear. You know them times when you're young, you know you're dead, but you never really care much for the game at the time. So
right.
I don't remember much. But I in my teenage life and my adult life, as a 40s man, in my adult life, I have been to several games, and the stadiums were packed. Honduras, remember Mexico games, remember Canada games. So when we make reference to 1998, like after 1998, there has never been a strong turnout, a strong support of the fans. That is incorrect, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm asking now, what would have caused that support to wither down? The people, I believe, still love football. What would have caused the people, as you said earlier, to get a free ticket and still not make the effort to attend the game?
Look, there are a lot of different. We don't know so we gotta be very careful, right? There are sometimes symptoms that inform a problem, or what they call a root cause, which is, I'm gonna give you an example of what I mean by that. If you try to fix crime, and you're trying to fix the gun problem, that's not fixing crime, because people are still poor. So when you ask that question, there needs to be an investigation done, an assessment done. Maybe the JFF should convene a study, cost them some money, to assess why do we have this fan apathy, I call it. Fans not interested in going to games. What draws that? Is it the product? Is it the JFF? Is it the sponsors? Is it ticket price? What is it? What's the main thing? Because the other things are going to tell you, and it's going to be noise versus the substance component. What is the main thing as to why people are not going to the stadium? Because sometimes we think we have the answers, and we're looking on the surface, and there are deeper underlying reasons or reason for this. That has to be something that the JFF need to assess, because we have different perspective on this, right? People say it's the lack of entertainment, it's the JFF, it's the product, it's the question, the feel bad, this bad. What is the real reason why people are is it that Jamaican are just bandwagonists? Period. Is that it? I don't know what the real reason is.
But in prior years, which I just made reference to, we were not, I'm only say we never close to qualify, but we never certain for qualify, and obviously we didn't. So eventually, I remember in that USA game specifically, because to me, as I said, that night, I can't explain what it felt like that night. It was amazing.
Right.
We never sure if we are going to qualify, and we never end up qualifying. So being to say bandwagoning, it's not like we didn't need a time to go through that particular night, and then a ton load of people turn up.
Right.
It was a case where we were still fighting to qualify.
But when you say personally, would you say over the years though that support has diminished over time?
It has, but I am saying I think a lot of our comments are a bit premature.
Right.
And as you said, maybe a study needs to be put into it. Those people are still alive, I saw working women, young children, teenagers, old man, crook. every type of people did that at the stadium. Those people are still alive for the most part, alive to believe. You understand what is the cause? And then when boy and girl champs keep stadium full again. When Manning Cup keep, yes, bleachers not full out, but the other day Idle and Mona play two non-traditional high schools in schoolboy football. I think that was maybe one of the biggest turnout in maybe the last 10, 15 years. The bleachers it actually get packed.
Yeah, but Paris Council, we sometimes conflate the view of around the schoolboy versus the national team. And you look at champs, for example. Champs will sell out, but when you have national trials and all that, stadium is half empty. Even though we have great runners who are performing at a world-class level, winning major trophies, when you have them, even you have national trials and or national events, people don't turn up. But then turn up for the school. So
again, and I agree with you that I study what causes someone to love Manning Cup to the hour Tuesday, and then come Saturday, them not want to turn out to watch the same football.
Right.
It is more than just bandwagonists. Don't love football, don't care about football, don't love your country. It is more than that.
Right.
I understand, and maybe if we invest some time, go out in we call it census, and do a proper investigation as to why are people getting free ticket to get open. I'm on there to pay, and it must be more than just boy me a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Understand what I say?
Yeah, that's probably you're probably right on that, right? There's no, I don't have the answer. You're right. I don't have the answer. None of us do.
Right. None of us have the answer. But the crowd did not diminish from 1998. So the people need to stop sharing that narrative. The team, I remember Campbell Rice. You remember Campbell Rice, the Shipper Boo Baller there.
Yep.
Teddy Johnson, Dean Richard, Taxi Man. Oh my God, the whole of them on their money, the stadium used to full to another long time that even Marlon King can't tell us he come play for Jamaica and see full stadium. Marlon King, and just the other day that Fuller can't tell you that to say him play in a full stadium too. So it's not top of them and Shorty Malcolm and Peter Cargill them story. Even recent, see him, God bless him soul, Luton Sheldon can't tell us him play much and stadium with the Rock.
Yeah.
That was not so long ago. You understand? So they need to invest some time and some effort into finding out. First thing we need to do is to find out, do a census, and then we can push on from there.
All right, sir. Appreciate
you understand? So that's just my 2 cents.
Appreciate the call. Yeah, and you were not a hostile weakness, by the way. You were not a hostile weakness.
This could have digest. You can digest.
Yeah, you can digest it. All right,
my boy.
So someone asked a question about my most memorable time in the stadium. From a sports standpoint, it was the KC champs. I won't say why you're with Booger and Silverton, but here's another time, people. A couple of times, memorable time in the stadium. Watching Clarendon College play Calabar in Manning Cup final, and Calabar, CC looked like Man City, and Calabar looked like what? Luton. That's what the game was. And it was a year where Campanile was dominant, Woolmans was dominant, KC was dominant, I think Tivoli and Calabar still won. But I went to a game with Camperdown. It was a doubleheader. It was Camperdown, Calabar. I think Calabar won that game and Camperdown was a better team than a big game. And when I remember that game, there was some issue with, when you call this all Claudia Mass up outside the stadium, people. And then when I shoot outside the stadium, and you're in the stadium, you can't come out and like ball a play now. And you're free if you go outside, if you get gunshot. That's what I remember. So you remember moments may not necessarily be excitement about the game itself, It could be other things happening which causes some sense of alarm, and that's your memorable moment. So when you ask me the memorable moment, think about just the football and Jamaica. National Stadium carry enough game and enough different events. So you can never tell. But that resonated in my mind because it was really interesting being in the stadium. I can't come out of the stadium, star. Can't come out because it's only the stadium. Enough things are going outside. And the football was hot on the field too. So, yeah, but the champs with KC and Booger, people, you had to be there. May I digress a little bit? When you're in the KC section sitting down and we are said, remember the cheer, Booger, Booger. That feeling still, we can still feel the vibes in the stadium and feel the Casey man them around me. And you know you feel your win champs and we have to win the medley because Seba was good at time there. And you cheer and the children here, you just booger. Me still can't remember, you know. Best event me ever going on. I'm going to enough stadium, me go watch Arsenal play, me go watch US, me go watch enough things. That feeling, that's why track and field in a champ stays in people. At least in my days we're going, you know. There was nothing like that. Nothing, no feeling you get in any sporting event. And that's why people can talk about that versus national team. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Kranky.
Bless up. What do you
Claudine,
say?
Claudine, big up yourself. It take too long to call the big show. You have to call the show more regular.
You're a little low gunners, boss. Hold up, let me turn you up. Go on.
No, me I say Claudine, big up yourself, lady. And be safe on the job, you know. And you have to call more regular. Your voice sound different, and you sound like you know football more than rap. Then you just type in that comment section. And Mr. Unite. Kranky.
Yes.
But
one second, gunners, boss. Before the game, you're not from you wouldn't understand the champs thing, but before the game, you don't understand him thing there. If you don't go champs on the top team, you don't understand him before the game, you wouldn't understand anything going to speak. You have to do that before the game. You have to be there to experience it, to enjoy it. But go ahead, Gunners boss.
Before the game, I know nothing about champs, man.
No, different thing.
Tell you something that I heard. I was listening. I don't remember if it was one of the Copa game or if it was one of them but maybe it's more like one of them podcasts I was listening on. And are one of them football game, but it's have something to do with Jamaica and the sport game. And the announcer said, one announcer asked the other one, "Have you ever been to the champs in Jamaica?" And him said, "No, I've never been there." And him said, "Listen, you have to go. It is Jamaica version of the United States Super Bowl." Like that the man saying, Kranky.
Yeah.
That's how the man, because one of the announcer, he'd been there before. I'm trying to remember if a Gatlin podcast or podcast on the earphone, but they was talking about it. And I said, "Yeah man, you have to go check out champs, man. The biggest thing in Jamaica where sports is concerned." So sorry, say I just look at football, yeah, follow Andre. Cause you think
But Andre said we have beat Andre, may tell you Andre, because you say that, first of all, I'm not playing the national stadium. Never that good anyway. But Andre, if you don't go champs, first of all, when you go champs, if you're on a winning team and it get close and you're in the vibes, because when I'm older, I'm gonna go bleachers. I'm in the KC crowd, so I'm gonna enjoy the same thing. You go grandstand. There's nothing like being in the crowd with KC fans that cheer champs and you win. Nothing, no other feeling I'm gonna get at any sporting event. I'm gonna go Washington DC. That was great when Burton scored. Champs with Booger and Stapleton, best to me. Go on, Gunners boss. Your time.
Yeah man, people, adults come out and people on a whole come out to champs more. It's just like one time I tell a man on the radio, say, "Listen, NCAA only the Super Bowl in American football bigger than NCAA football, because the wider cross section of America, which is the South, that's all them do is football. And when it comes Saturday and whenever that football player, that's what people, that's the biggest thing. It's bigger than the NCAA. When Alabama and Georgia play, Oregon and Washington, and when you know how that going no Kranky.
Yeah.
Them thing they sell out NBA finals game and all them thing there,
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the school. The school is more diverse where fandom is concerned, and people follow to see their kids and the kids running from their neighborhoods and all these things. So champs a big thing, but look back to Mr. Andre for a minute now. Turn. Let me face up to Mr. Andre now. From last night and from last week, we see you over here, come over here, make some little trouble, Like last night you did it. When we tell Kranky say I'm a coward. Kranky they see commenting, you have to call him and tell him what they say, See him say you call and talk for Miguel, and make Miguel Kranky start to fight with Miguel. You think we don't watch think we don't watch you and big up yourself still. You bring a joy to the show because that means to say your show we say you're listening and you have your partner them and them are listening to. And your mates them and them are listening to. So keep spreading the word because we love all the foundation that we over here. One, I'll do make the find myself get any more. There's nothing like that. I love the haters more than I love the lovers.
I hear you.
Yeah, man. So I wish partner I content to reach out.
We almost done in because 8 o'clock, 8:20. We passed the time for done.
Bridget, you're telling people and say you have till 9 o'clock.
No,
no.
No, because no, here's what happened. So I'm talking about, I was trying to do a sequencing and then talk about the coaching situation and the attributes I wanted and the crowd thing, but I'm not pull the conversation in different ways. So I'm just go with the flow. Well, that's sometimes you have to do it today. You have to just run the stream like a lazy river, let it go where it takes you, No, but what I was gonna say is talk about just a little bit about the players I think that we should be pursuing and or I think may come in the next window. Because you remember the last time I interviewed Rudolph, he mentioned that there are players who are gonna be probably seeing in the next window, right? We're gonna sign up. I've been hearing that for a year now, but I think it's probably much more of a reality.
It's just like how Mr. Steed said. The coach, he promised that the coach that he's going to get. And your channel, he said it, and your interview, he said the coach is going to make, everybody is going to be joyful. And I think Mr. Speed set up himself with disappointment, because, yeah, he might going to be joyful, and the people them who hire and pay the coach are going to be joyful. Right. But don't guarantee on these people because you see all 433 press your button already and tell us who him want and who him no want, So that they say these people have themselves thing with them are deal with it. Jamaica football, them want, Of themselves, them are deal with. First, pick up yourself for year. Yeah, go on good too.
So Ricardo said, I'm moving like a Trump supporter. Ricardo, now put me and Trump in the same sentence. Ricardo, disrespect, that's not Ricardo, the ultimate disrespect. Because I'm probably vote for a light post and vote for the man. They can't put me in the same sentence with him. I'm supporting.
I want to with me, anytime the people them vote for them president, whoever them put in the White House and they have to work.
No, that's the fact. That's the fact, right? But at least if it's someone other than him, they respect that situation, right? They respect, even not respect it. If him lose, him saying, yeah, the man say before the election, if him lose, a fraud. But if him win, it's fine. Right?
But you know what? Yesterday I said something. I mean, if they ask a question about it.
Yeah, what me say?
Let's say, for instance, right, Kranky.
Yeah.
The Central Park 5. That's when I go back with this.
Yeah.
So
people, the program is out of the place. I mean, I have no more control. Go ahead.
Yeah. You did talk about it yesterday, so we there now.
Yeah, yes. Central Park 5.
The Central Park 5 was them 5 little young youth and all them thing there, right? Whatever the circumstances, the case was a thing where they confessed and said they did it. Based on whatever torturing or pressure. They never said them get torture or what was promised to them. But right. It was said they confessed to the detective, right?
Right.
No. Them go.
That's what we are told. But go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. But they are free. And they are out here. Some of them, a couple of them get back themselves in some other trouble. Some of them are live good life and whatever. I think I see why they was trying to run for some politics.
No, he won his seat. He got his seat. Yeah, political seat. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. So you see me I follow up with the thing, right?
Yeah.
No, you have to understand, not saying it is right, but 99% of the people living in New York at the time was in support of the young lady and what the outcome was at the time. No, after it's proven wrong and everything, of course that man should go back and recant his statement and his full page ad and all them things the way he put out in the newspaper. But at the time everybody believed it. So my question to you now, there is another situation where a young lady by the name of Tawana Brawley was driving upstate on the New York throughway going upstate, and she screamed after her car was broken down and said, the White Cops raped her. Al Sharpton took it without even any evidence, and he created all kind of chaos with that, and block all the highway, this and all them thing there. And when they found out, she see him one come back out and say it's a lie. Do you hold him at the same standard you hold Donald?
Of course.
Okay.
Because you should do nothing without evidence, right? She got herself in trouble. I think she went out and stayed out later or something. I think it was a pullover by a cop. When I stayed out late and then come up with this cockamamie story, and Sharpton, who's an opportunist, ran with it. Problem with Trump was he put an ad in the New York Times without even the case being being totally resolved, and put those and created public sentiment, and then those kids got railroaded, and subsequently got money from the state. And if they get in trouble subsequent, when you go to jail is not a nice place. And when you come out of jail, you can't get good jobs. So look, hindsight is always good on anybody's part, but if you know Donald's history, people, there is no way in, you know what, I would even be a million miles beside that. That man is evil. Evil.
But you know what? At the same time, Kranky.
But Gunner's boss, last point on this, I want to go back to the sports thing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about 1964. And when me grew up idolizing people like Donald Trump, people like Bob Marley,
right,
and those kind of people, right?
Right.
Because we did not know his politics, you know. We know him as a businessman, shrewd businessman at the time. We know, because I am looking and I see pictures in the New York Times and Daily News those times with Donald Trump and the legendary Shabba Rankin, Donald Trump and Heavy D and all these. One at the time, Russell Simmons was his best friend. We're on Barbara Walters' program, he kept out his phone and called Donald and said, where we going to party tonight? And he tell Barbara Walters and all them things, how him and Donald move. So I don't know where he make the wrong turn. I just feel to say this man just him find a branch and him say, listen, these people are some people where, you know, I can rob them, Brian, you know. I can take from the poorest of the poorest from the south and the deep south and those people, you know. So I am just gonna swing. You know, a man finds, like the man say, the man say, him find a new stem, vocal dance around the place again. I just thought the man find out he hate a work, you know, so him just a work hate, you know. But I don't think him got in bed with all of those things still. I just thought by believe that.
All right.
Yeah, man. So go back to the sports I just said.
Yeah,
so,
man, bless up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Yeah, thanks. People, so here's people give you a hard time, you know. People sometimes we have to digress, you know, so I don't know what city you're in, Conrad, but yeah, as I said before, I don't want to dive into the politics, but there's some people in life who are evil, and you should know evil when you see it. So I wanted to go to just touch upon a little bit. Travis had a comment here about the coach. Him say, wait, 1 second, where does Travis comment again? Speed up the coach already. He said, we getting a good coach. Too much name speculation. Shit, man. Yeah, I would agree. So people, he's not commenting people on the coaching situation. I got a text today. I want to read the text because this is important, people. Let me see if we can find the text. Because I think Jamaica culture in some respects needs a change. You hear me complain about how many people are on the board. I think Brian says 11. On JFF website, I'm still at the whole board, which is 19, which don't make no sense, people. But somebody sent me something, because as many of you know, I don't know why this thing is not pulling up. As many of you know, Gareth Southgate resigned, right? He resigned from the England national team. By the way, after taking them to one final 8 in the World Cup, semi-final in the World Cup, 2 finals in the Euro over 8-year periods. That's not bad enough, people. Like, nobody wants to say that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Some people may think it is. That's not. But in life, people, confidential. You may mention this yesterday. When somebody tells you something and says it's a secret and should not be shared, or you have a process to search for a coach, and you hear that Ireland went through their process, because none of we knew that Grimmy was going to go to Ireland, people. And that done from March, people. And we talk about July, we never hear nothing. Ireland press no hear nothing. We don't hear nothing. Jamaica search a coach. Grimmy just left, people. Just left in June. And we hear all the names of people involved. Here is what Bullingham from England says about the search for Gareth Southgate's replacement. The process for appointing Gareth Southgate's successor is now underway, and we aim to have our new manager confirmed as soon as possible. We know there will be inevitable speculation, but we won't be commenting further on your process until we appoint. You know what I mean, people? That means when them go for them search now, they probably had their replacement in mind already. They probably sourced out the coach already because everybody know that Garrett was going to probably leave, win or lose. They probably will make sure there will be probably the press will speculate all they want, but they won't have any definitive information about who those persons are. The names that being dropped about who's in the process suggests that those are real names. Nobody now pick up Dwight York name from the sky, or Pauline's name, or McLaren name. Those are not names that rings up people's tongues about having job prospects. If someone had said Paul Hall, yeah, we'd say, you know what, that's a possibility. He was a former coach. If someone had said Miguel Coley, someone could say he has a pro license. He's doing well in the Middle East. He's a possibility. The names that are ringing suggest that those are names that people are getting resumes on and they're talking about. It's not okay, people. It's just not okay. Because what you do sometimes, some of these people probably have jobs right now in different capacity. They may not be coaching, they do have other jobs. And you're putting their situation at risk. And I'm sure they didn't ask you to publicize their names unless they want a name drop and lose their job. So it makes no sense to me. So CC mentioned Shambar Thomas. I don't know those names. I don't know all the names. I've got names. I've heard names. I don't bring the names on because I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay for all those names to be out in the public domain for people who didn't ask their names to be published because they're looking for a job. It's not okay. It's unprofessional. It's inappropriate. It shows lack of confidentiality. It's just not okay. I don't care what anybody want to tell me. It's not okay. And I said before in one of my previous jobs, I fired somebody for disclosing information they shouldn't have disclosed. A senior person too. It's not okay. Can't be okay. You hear what the English FA just says? You go know when the person get appointed, they might have a press conference, just like Ireland did. That's the way the process. And the person also said in Ireland, we will not mention any other person who applied for the role for confidentiality reason. It's unprofessional to do so. Thank you, CC. Unprofessional to do so. In fact, I think it's inappropriate to do so. Unless the person wants their name disclosed, their name should not be disclosed. It's not okay, people. And people are disclosing names because they want to tell them best friend, and my best friend is not your best friend, and it's spread like wildfire. It's not okay, people. You're unprofessional. You shouldn't be in your roles. You should not be in your roles. If you're disclosing information that should not be disclosed, you should not be in your roles. You're not fit for your roles. I don't care who you are. I'm telling you, you're not fit for your role. You lack professionalism to do that. And if you're telling me information, because I did ask Speed and he said, you are to your mind, as he said, I was happy when he did that. Do you think I was mad when he did that? I was happy saying, you know what? They're going to do something right for a change. And then me, everybody, I cover other people's name. Can't be okay. Speed told me I'll be out of my mind. Now, maybe I'm not a confidant of Rudolph. That's why I didn't know. So I'm supposing. But it's not okay, people. You should know the coach when the coach. The book is going to have their thing about who's going to be the coach, any jurisdiction. The press going to have their thing. They can have anything all they want. They can speculate all they want. They should know. You hear about England, or you hear about Clapp name a drop. You hear about what's his name from Newcastle. I don't know why he was coaching Bournemouth. Doesn't know why his name slipped me now. Right? You hear names being dropped. Pochettino name being dropped. Right? You hear names being dropped. They can drop all the names they want. The man said we ain't coming until the next appointment. And tell you, from the day material said we'll look for the coach, when you hear about it, is when the name drop. We can't speculate. I don't want to speculate. This is not speculation, people I'm hearing. It's not no speculation. That people are in the pipeline or who applying for a job. None of them can't get no job nowhere else for different reasons. It's not cool, people. Not cool. I'm not happy. But you know what? So you go. Let me go through some of the names of people. We'll close out the program with this. 8:35. I get beaten, so I say up to 9 o'clock. I didn't say, I must go back to what I say. I'm going to be very careful what I say. I say I may go to 9 o'clock. And I say definitely may go through to 9 o'clock. But anyway, let me go to some of the names on the list, people. I may probably go beaten by some of the names up, but I may bring them up anyway. Hamari Hutchinson at Ipswich. I was told that he should be there going forward because of something that transpired previously. That's why he's not here. I won't say what, but I expect Amari to be part of this. And if Amari is smart, he would be, because you know what? Them play games at England, Amari. Enough game them play at England, Amari. Enough game them play. Ask my mate and Niles what the game them play. Them lock you up on a cap, you can't get another player, and then they not play again. Even Tony should have come to Jamaica. Tony will never be in England side ahead of Hurricane, and my Hurricane are much older than him, so he won't get no portion of the game. When Hurricane back hurt and he can't walk, him still up play over him. Joke thing. I know you see other Watkins that come through, other people that come through, not get no game. If I come to Jamaica and I get enough game. Enough, probably the best starter. Who else I think? I'm doing degrees of who I think are possible people coming, and then speculation about who I think should consider us. Tyreek Mitchell from Crystal Palace. Very good player. Southgate no call me last week. Even when Southgate now have no left back, him still not call him. Even when Shaw injured him, bring Shaw. I know so Shaw now played the second one, call him. Tyreek Mitchell was playing well for Crystal Palace. Good player. Wasn't called by Southgate. I know he has Jamaican heritage. I was told a long time ago he might work on him passport thing. I would hope he comes in the next window. Right? I understand Ricardo Baggio, but Ricardo, I'm telling you, Ricardo, the way the names are dropped, it's not by chance, Ricardo. So you're right. I didn't hear the JFF come up with names, but we'll see, Ricardo, when things done how it work out, Ricardo. We'll see. No, Jamaica's looking at coach and talking to coaches who are in jobs. Please explain the difference. No. Before the game. It has nothing to do with, look, before the game. In any environment you're operating in, if you're not operating your role, you should go look for a job, right? Jamaica people, we're not vexed that Grimmy look for a job. Me vexed that Grimmy played us. So yes, everybody, people, a lot of us are in jobs. I've left jobs. I work for like 5 companies. I've been on a job and say, you know what? I'm not with my boss, you know. Look for something else. I go, look, I was in the job. They weren't firing me. I got another job. So I'm not going to beat somebody because they did what they did in terms of getting a job. What I'm saying is that he played us. And we got played. Let me put it the other way. Grimmy did what he had to do for himself and his family. We got played. So it's interesting. But yeah, I understand before the game, coaches got to do what's best for them and their family. And in fact, people, I've said this about everything, about players, about coaches. Your family and yourself come first, and everybody comes second. Are the same people who love it today, they will beat it tomorrow. See, Hurricane, stop get beaten. England love him one time, I scored enough goal. It was pouring the Euros, and I get beaten. So life go. Yourself and your family first. Back to the list. Tyreek Mitchell, I think, a very good left back. Better than everybody we have now. Better than Barry Bell. Sorry, Amari. Better than Greg Lee. Was on the cusp of the England team. I think he probably has 1 cap or was in the squad. Him can play for we, him for come. We need him to come. Quality player. Reece Nelson. We're close to the England team. And Arsenal doesn't play frequently, looking for a new team, even though he's on a contract for a while. Good player, was rated highly at Arsenal for a long time. Went to Germany, then went to Holland. Good player. When you get the opportunity, he'll produce. And we need competition for places at every single position. We have a lot of wingers. We have Gray. We have the prodigal son. We have Cephas. Hutchins can play out there. He can play the 10. And Reece Nelson, if we have that, good squad. Somebody said them can't come because they feel like a party. Them can't come because them have baby. Them can't come because them tired. We have backup. And not in backup, we have people can replace them. Hopefully, Reece will come. Reece in my focus, but when he was asked in my focus on next great club, I think he's going to get it. I think that Jamaica getting papers, no one tell nobody. Other players who should be considered, Mason Greenwood, the big fish, people, big fish. If Mason come, I'm a poster boy for the team, even though for different reasons. For both good and bad reasons, I'm a poster boy for the team. Jamaica get more notoriety than he can manage. But Mason is quality player. Mason has been convicted of anything, even though he accused with see pictures. If you're not convicted, people, I'm not in society working now. I am not convicted, but no one convict me in a court of public opinion. But now I convict the orange man who hate people like poison. So man now convict them. I saw them stay in life now. Very funny. I know I vote for them and support them. And man will grab people by their private parts. But Nelson, who Greenwood, who people said did something bad, they did investigation, they went through the process, then I convict him or nothing. Now understand people we operate. But Greenwood is a big cash. Quality, can play all across the front line. Can probably even play the 10. quality, quality, quality. So if we have Hutchinson, we have Greenwood, we have Mitchell, we have Nelson. All of them can be starters. Every single one of them can be starters. Will they all be? Not necessarily. But all that means we have competition for places. Now we're saying Mason Holgate. Jason Holgate, sorry. Or is it Mason Holgate? One of them. Played at Everton. Played at Sheffield. But we go back to Everton. I'm not convinced. Sorry, not convinced. Watch him play a lot. Tons. Not convinced. Good player. Cabrick can play the 6. Maybe better than the 6 that we have. Still not convinced. So Holgate, you may hear this. You may beat me, but I'm not totally convinced. Your game has been up and down. You make a lot of rash plays. I'm not totally comfortable. Yes. Can you add value to the team? Yeah. But are you the person? I'm not sure. If you come, we're not turning you back enough. A good player, but not totally convinced. Other players, Max Aarons. Good player, was up in the Premier League, win the championship, back at Bournemouth. Good player, good, but in my right back can give competition to Lambakisa. So we welcome him. We welcome him. Other players that are in the periphery and should be considered, but may stay and look for their chance in England. Morgan Gibbs-White. Love to get a player. Didn't rate him as much at Wolves. I watched him for the last 2 years. Quality. Can play in both 6 positions. Right wing, left wing, 10, 9, 8. Maybe not the 6. Probably if you try, I haven't seen my 6 yet, but of all the people on this list, take out Greenwood, him and the next one I love. And maybe the way we love of the hierarchy is because Greenwood is more reasonable to get than him. Morgan Gibbs-White didn't get called in this last team. This team now getting much older than Morgan Gibbs-White. In the position you're looking at, Billingham, Foden, Palmer, Saka. You're not getting a team in. So I don't know how you look on this. And then they might think, but you has 8. They might think, but you has a winger or 10. Morgan Gibbs-White, pack your bag. Pack your bag because your game has improved immensely over the last 2 seasons. Quality 8 people. So we're complaining about midfield, quality number 8. If you have Morgan play the 8, Hutchinson play the 10, you have Greenwood play on the right side, Gray on the left side, and somebody up front. Yeah, so Sims and name quality people. Quality. We can't compete with anybody in a CONCACAF. Trust me. Or if they're not start, them can get competition to people who are start. Quality. Other players I love to see. But I think we're close to them. Jacob Ramsey, Aston Villa. Injured most of this year. Still probably about 21, 22, so. Quality, quality, quality. Can play the 10, can play the 8. Again, midfielder, quality. Quality people. If you pursue them, JFF, if you make sure them tell you no, and stop taking the no, JFF. Even them say no, you still ask them JFF. Quality, quality, quality. And them players, your people, they're not only offensive players, they run back and play defense. They're not sit up there and watch them and say, boy, I'm going to go get the ball for me. They are chasing down people and try to win the ball back. Ramsey and Morgan Gibbs-White in the midfield, along with some kind of 6. I don't know what the 6 would be. Quality people. Quality. Yeah, by Jane Weather. CDM. I like Diamond. CDM coming like a goal. I like Diamonds people. Quality CDM. Because I only talk about quality people. Not talk about no peripheral. You mentioned Woolgate, I say, boy, I'm not sure. Ben Godfrey is another one, I'm not sure. Because Ben Godfrey make like a mistake. Too much mistake for me sometimes. I'm watching play, too much mistake. In the Atlanta now. Was at Everton for a while. They moved to Atlanta. I'm not sure about Ben Godfrey. Good player now. We can use him. Probably as good as what we have now, apart from maybe as a pin-up. As good as Lowe. As good as Hector. Maybe even better. But I'm not totally convinced. It matter about what we need versus what we want. Nitro said Dujan Sterling. I watch him play him at Rangers, flexible. Could try him at the 6. We're desperate for your 6 people. We're desperate. So we try anybody at the 6. And me, I always say this about football people. Sometimes we have people pigeonholing positions, I should say, and not try them in other positions. So we should bring in Dujan and try him at the 6. We need, if you try somebody at 6 and 7, they can hold on the port. We need 2 6s actually. Maybe 3. Right now we don't really have a defined 6 who can hold the position down. So those are the names we come up with. Sterling, yes. There's a kid that went to can't remember his name now. He went to Newcastle from Bournemouth. A really good why is his name slipping me? Really good defender, centre half. Just got Newcastle on a free transfer. Big time player, Jamaican pedigree. But I've heard he has some papers challenges, right? And that's been a while. I've been hearing this now. But if we get Hutchinson and Gibbs White and Aarons and Greenwood and Mitchell and Nelson and Ramsey, what a wish list. What a wish list. What a wish list. And people, I think it's probable, so put them in degrees, Hutchinson, Aarons, Greenwood, Mitchell are what I call probable. Meaning likely we can get them. And Reese Nelson. Ramsey, Gibbs White, and we up on the end of the table, and I think we'll get them. Lyde Kelly, thank you, Dre. Lyde Kelly, quality center half people, quality. Ghana Newcastle on free transfer. And I compete with some Botsman and them people, you know. I compete with quality, still down there, because when you want them, I mean, people may have some senior moment tonight, you know. And I just heard his name. But the Newcastle coach want him. He had the Matt Borman too, so him know him. Like Kelly, a big player. Big player. If we get those players that I just mentioned, and you may have on the periphery Gibbs White and Jacob Ramsey, and follow player, you know. Because if you look at the team yesterday, I give you says that the Jamaican team can't compete. But if you see some of the big player like Green going and I play well, and you see Tyke Mitchell coming and Nelson coming, you say, you know what? Me not get the England team, you know, join them. Come on, play a World Cup. I want to play a World Cup qualify. I want to play a World Cup. And people, that's where the fans come in again. I don't know if the people them sit there now play to an empty stadium. But now you used to play England, you used to play in an empty stadium now. They don't want to play in an empty stadium, people. They want to play in a big stadium. They want to play where people are support them. We can help to draw them. Look, think about people. If you are England a player and you see Jamaica stadium pack, and them a call the player them name and I support them and Jamaica win, you don't want to come join them. You don't want to come join them. I don't know about Rico Lewis actually, and I haven't seen him play that much of City this year actually. But quality player. Can play CDM too. He can play the inverted. He can play CDM. He can play enough position. Quality player and young too, which is also important. Young. Yes, but if we can't find any, no, some of them are come. You know, hey, speed not drop something unless you even know something. You know, the man tell us that some players are coming. The question is which players are coming. So I was waiting for this comment from Travis, you know. Yeah, we Travis made the comment. We know Travis are coming up. It's just a matter of time if he come out. Hey, Travis, if they're a citizen, they can play for me. Guys are with them band. If they're a citizen, they can play for me, Travis. See, Argentina sing racist comment about France. France have about 2 Caucasian on them team. They don't have so much. See, them can play for Travis of them Jamaica. Sims has 9. Me not mention Sims coming to convince about Sims. I see him play. I see him score enough goal in the championship. I see him women there before. Everton are women there. And Aston Villa, one of them. He's a good player. And if he gets his papers, he may come. But is he better than Antonio? Is he better than Boza? I'm not sure. I heard Whisper has a knee problem. Or he's hurt his foot from driving his Benz. That's what I heard. I heard his knee from driving his Benz. So I don't know. Okay, so Big Deal no more than me coming up. I'm not getting intelligence in the people. Big Deal said these are the players he's talking about. All good players, by the way, people. Olgate, me still I struggle with, but good players. Olgate's a good player, but is he a difference maker? I don't know about that. I don't know about that Big Deal. So Ellie seems much better than Boza. And I don't know about that. Boza have 19 goals in 52 games for Jamaica. Boza score more than Antonio. And me say that, so I'll get beaten from Claudine and other people. What's hilarious, Icaris? No, Elleris is not EP yet. Doesn't what Elleris play for? Who Sims play for now? Sims was in the championship last year. I don't know what I talk about. Is that wrong? Sims me look for me. No Sims. Bless up. Good evening.
Yeah, Kranky. Big up yourself, KJ.
Hey KJ, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing?
I'm there, man. There. I listening in tune. Sorry for this terrible chat, but them players they mentioned say will be really good and promising. But to kind of go back to topic of origin, as far as support, it is really, really true. We need to do better as fans. We need to do better as supporters, because a lot of us, especially in the YouTube media space, we tend to comment and voice your opinion more than try to support, isn't it? So I think a lot of us need to do much more better and try, keep on trying. You know what? Even you're not gonna make every game, you're not gonna make every possibility, but especially if it's close to you, you need to put in that effort and try to support the ball. It goes a million ways and it goes a lot without saying, because that 12 man is so important. And we can see that in the region, especially when it comes to Central America and of course between the US and Canada. Them always have them fun. Now our team always have the circle scattered field. So but isn't it?
Right.
Next thing with the Canada is a move along. But they listen everything now we still, but
okay.
You see, you mentioned something would have come a parallel, I guess we will say more better way if you say comparison of how the impact of, like the track and field and the high school games, and we get the support, especially in Jamaica now.
Right.
I think a lot of that have to do with how the culture of the Jamaica system is, growing up, say for example, with track and field, you already have your teacher them, your parents them excited for you, everybody with a sport, they tell you how them happy, especially if you go compete. You learn theme songs, you learn how to cheer for your host, you learn how to do all of these things to create a competitive mind for champs. Most of the youths, them, especially you can mention the KC, the Calabar, JC, whatever. All of them school, the youths, them were run for all them college, them don't have no inspiration or aspiration even to go pro, if they make it as so. But you see that competitiveness, they just, say I represent your high school, it's so dear. You know what I mean? Like you get so motivated, you get the boost, you get the support, both from your family, your teachers, and whatever. You see me? So I think a lot of that have to do with why we get so much support up to that level, high school level, and that is it. Because if you notice, even at college, you don't really get no support unless you come to America. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, there's no support in the GC faster. UE and them not really support sports like that. I just really at the high school level. So at the end of the day, I just think I just said die down now, and then it just become like a village and turf era when it comes to the football, the Premier League, you know what I mean? And then back in them days, a couple of the stars them used to come play in terms of like the Pele them come to Jamaica come play, so see them would pack up. But there was never always a consistency with Jamaica, the national team getting support with fans.
Right.
According to what I've heard and hear and seen myself, because I've been to a couple of the games in the 98, and of course a lot of them is went on Jamaica up on the high, but in the qualifying I should say 96, 97, but it wasn't always so, and then they died down after a while after we realized that you will not qualify again. I just think we are technically, if we want to say just plain and true, we are waganists. Right. We need to change that culture. I think that is the main thing, like you're saying. With the Hispanics, they are not waganists. Just like how in America, how people breathe and eat American football, they will tailgate and create a party, then create a momentum, them support, and them did it from early. Same thing with the Hispanics, them are there the game from early, them are create a vibes, them are go drink them beer, them all of them are roll together, and them are, these are for them fun, these are for them parties. So them go support them team, them very patriotic to their country. And most of them, you them talk about a European ball game like that. Unless I feel them player over there. You understand?
Right.
Or we know as Jamaicans, who are full national team them? Brazil, Spain, Argentina. Are them country other people country or supporting country nationalities them, If Argentina I come America, most of the Jamaicans would have probably paid the money for go see Messi rather than for go watch Jamaica national team. So that's the kind of mindset we have. We don't really love and support our own as a country. We're not really that patriotic about we actual team. Maybe it was that just we never believe either, but like I say, it needs to change. And I think we are getting there slowly. I think the YouTube space creating that culture where people love the football, and a lot of them might talk still, but I think people make more effort because, we see some movement, we see some people that create some things. I actually, in the last couple of games, I send money from my cousin them go games, and, just to get that support and momentum going. And I think a lot of it, we have to just play a part while we can, everybody, you see me?
Yeah, man.
But just to last thing, you mentioned some key players where really and true would have loved to get them. But we in a number 9, brother. We now go be if we are going to be real. Me hear you keep on beat Antonio, but me go tell you this.
Me not beat him. We call the stats. We call out the stats. We don't beat him.
No, man. You don't need to use the stats. Stats. Put it like this. Even the eye test better than stats.
Okay.
Me and you don't need to know if it. Me and you don't need to prove. Say, listen, Phil Foden no good, and Palmer should have play over it. But at the end of the day, it's like the choice where the coach are gonna make. Where Gary Southgate are gonna make. And if you ask me, Antonio play way better than Kane play in the Euros. You see me?
Possibly, yeah. Well, if you do that comparison, yes, Kane wasn't good at all.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess I said that to say that at the end of the day, we I know we alone have struggled with it, but we really need another number 9 if we can get a. There was a youth, I forgot what his name though. Him did even come train with the Jamaica team with Grimmy. I don't know what going. I think they were working on the papers and playing league in a championship. I forget what name now. I don't know if anybody in the chat can remind me, but it was a youth that was supposed to be, I guess supposed to be on board. He might be in age to I think him like 29, but remember.
So was it play for us? That played where?
Yeah, in playing the championship. I
had a list today of about 100 and something players between Premier League and National League and of Jamaican heritage or could play for Jamaican. There's a lot of them. I had a long list today I was looking through. So
I have no number 9 on it.
No, I had some 9. Like what's his name? That's supposed to get his passport from way back when and didn't turn up. I think he's in League 2. His name will come to me. Johnson Clark. So
I think I met Johnson Clark. He came and trained the team a couple of times, right?
He's supposed to go for him passport enough time and to turn up. So I don't know people that push for him to come to their team when he not turn up him passport.
That's cool.
Me understand he supposed to go for him passport and not show up. So him forget. Forget. Man, I'm just not interested. So why you push for him?
But truth be told, even the number 9 for America, or any Balanga or whatever any.
Balagan. Yeah.
At 2 years, America try to get the youth the final.
Yes, they've been trying to get him for a long time.
Yeah, so I said that to say sometimes people might feel like, I run down them ball and them ball and yo, I know say go. If America have close to 400 million people and them are run down
so much, 300 and something. They gone up from 330, but 300 and something, yeah. Yeah.
And them try to run down a player like that for 2 years. Yeah. I say that to say is like it's not a dime and a dozen. Sometimes that's the thing you have to, kind of persuade them a little. Or be consistent, like I say, and say, yo, come play for where you wait for. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just a one quality. And as we see, the region I get tougher and more challenging. A lot of people I recruit. I don't know if you used to pre-JD, used to make some talk about Suriname. I'm see that come to fruition. I think them getting better and better. I not say them better than we, but I just say a lot of these other regions, they might get tougher, they might get better players, and really and truly them look good. I've been watching them and I realize, say, yo, we can't in our own bubble say, yo, nobody can beat her or whatever, especially from the region.
Yeah.
The World Cup is not going to be a dog fight, and we need to really be prepared, isn't it? We can't afford to mess up, isn't it? But pick up yourself, Kranky. That is
it, man. Appreciate the call, sir.
Yeah, man.
Bless up. All right, people, I'm closing the program soon. Let me say this, people. When you come and challenge me about certain things, I'm going to come with enough facts because I spend my time to do my research. I tell you how I work this. People, if you haven't hit the chat button, hit the like button, it's the most cool big deal before we go off tonight. A little bit arrogance and cranky spot. Most cool, a big deal. And people, I love the likes that you put up here. Please keep hitting the like button. Some of you have come in. You've come in and haven't hit the like button. So big deal. In a chat, tell me how much sim staff you ever tell in my regular starter. One thing, million of people in football, I watch enough EPL football. I just don't watch Arsenal alone now. I used to watch Everton all the time because Iwobi was there and come from Arsenal. I watch Newcastle a lot because my midfielder is there. Right? Spending $20-something million. I follow Arsenal play them. I follow teams and watch enough EPL game. People, they are the stats for Ellis Sims. I don't repeat people. Because I'm talking about him a Premier League starter and him start Premier League and he start for Everton and him better than Bows and him better than this. They are his stats. Him have 1 goal in the EPL. Him was no regular starter at Everton. Me watch Everton. When before him get injured when they run Everton, watch I go Newcastle now. Him no regular starter. He scored a lot of goals at under 18. As you see him have 36 in 38. Him have 16 in 35 in Premier League team. Him have 20 in 63 for championship. And him score, I think he scored one the year before that and score about enough this year. Him have 12 games playing IPL and him have 1 goal. So when you get this thing about him a regular staff at Everton, where you get your stats from? No, you can't go back, you're thinking a big deal. You say, man, a regular starter. Because when we say in the chat, you're not correct, you say, no, you're correct. The stats not wrong. I watch Ellis Sims a lot of time, never get much playing time. Come for the bench. I don't think him start 5 games for Everton. I don't think him start 5 games. That's why I'm the championship. So I'm the Coventry. Yes, he scored a lot in the championship, but enough people score good in the championship. You can look at Tony, you can look at Ali Watkins. They have transitioned to the Premier really well, but not everybody transferred from Championship Premier League. Not saying the kid is not a good scorer because his under 18 shows it. His record in Championship, he might get better every year. But don't tell me, say, man, no regular start in Everton. Can I start for Everton? I'm not start. Just want to prove the point, people. So I'm going to bring it up. I'm not a regular start of Everton. I watch too much football, frankly. If you don't know who start for Everton and who not start for Everton week in, week out. If you know when Calvert Lewin get injured, who come in for him, baby what him name from Portugal, and we don't know what them buy him for kind of waste of time, waste of money. Everton know if you spend their money. Yes, I know that is championship. That is not that him score 1 last year 90. Look on this big deal. I won him score the year before 22-23. I won got him score in the championship. This year him score. Look on the stat. At 20 him having a 63 now. That means I won him scoring the year before. I think him play about 12 games the year before or something like that. This year him score about 19. He's not a regular starter for Everton. I'm just a regular starter for Coventry first this year. I'm not saying he doesn't have potential, but be careful with your numbers, my youth. Be careful with your numbers. Be careful with your numbers. Because your numbers are not reflective of reality. Because you can go back to your thing where you say, I'm a regular starter for Everton. He's not a regular starter. Trevor says, the JPL journeys are fired this season. Admiral and JPL are large under 18. Good thing. I'm hopefully. Look, people, I've said this before, that the most important thing Jamaica can do for its football is improving the abilities of its coaches. Because as a people, as you can see from other places where we do track and field, or in England where we have people in diaspora, I know in the US more and more nowadays, athleticism is not our problem. Being technical is our problem. So if we have coaches who can teach the players from a very early age how to actually play football and help them graduate through the different age groups with the right skill set, the right mentality, the right ability, we will be able to compete, not maybe in my lifetime, but at a certain point in time. But what Rudolph has indicated to me, and also in these forums, is what they're doing with the coaching, which is they're trying to improve the coaching, trying to get people licensed and accredited, so that I text him today, and I tell you this, I text him, I said to him, there should be at a certain point in time, you have to have a cutoff. You should not have any coaching at any level who's not licensed in some way, shape, or form. So your under 18 coaches, if they're gonna coach between 16 and 18, at a minimum they should have a B license, and in Europe you have to have an A license. If they want to coach high school, they must have at least a B license. Then can't coach. Because they still have 2 levels to go. If they want to coach people at 5, 6, and 7, they must have a C license and I get them B license. Them shouldn't coach. They should not be coaching. Okay, if you can't get the accreditation of a coach, that means you don't have what it needs to do it. You have to show me. That's how you go micro teachers college. You go UE, you go CAS, you go UTech. I date myself with CAS and UTech. But you go UTech. You go all these colleges so you can go school and teach. Or you get a number of exam passes to teach at a certain level. That's how it should be. Sports is no different in terms of a discipline. People should get the accreditation to then be able to teach, them have the achievement. And doesn't mean that it always translates to the practical field, But you should have some means of saying this person qualified to do something. You don't want a nurse come take care of which passing the nursing exam. You don't want a doctor to go to medical school and say, boy, I'm learn or if he cut people up, because he cut up enough people. You don't want that people. So why your football for different? Right? Why your football for different? Football nothing not different. I don't think it should be any different. People should have the right achievements and accreditation and training to train your kids to play football. They don't know people supposed to control a ball or pass a ball or move in a space or dip them shoulder or run off the ball, or create space. Yeah, them shouldn't have. But them come coach your football. No, so that should not happen. That should not happen, people. But anyway, it's 9 o'clock, and I did keep my promise. Even though I don't say I promise. So people, should I play the song before I go? Or should I just forget about it? Because I know someone will beat me, so that song not good. I want to hear from the people. Should I play my song before I go out? I should just forget it and just close down. So no, should I close that? Come in, let me close my song. Kranky Live, I close down with a new song. Let me hear the people. Tell me what I'm to do before I go. I come to the end of the program. And first of all, I'm going to say this, people. I appreciate the likes that you have dropped in the program. Ika Reeks said no song tonight, so my fella Ika Reeks. No goodbye song. My fella Ika Reeks. So no song, not drop no song. I appreciate the likes, people. As I always say, I appreciate you being here. Could have been any place else. I appreciate you being with me. Those who call in, those in the comment section, those who drop super chat. I appreciate it. You see that Ika Reeks? Someone said play this song. So I know if you do, people. So I mean on poll, forget a poll, because poll tell you. Big D said play the song. Victor said play the song. Jason said no. Jason. Only Jason good. Jason is gonna say play it to them. We can't take anymore. Take it tomorrow. Let's see what we get. Let's see Igor. Igor, so play the song. What me hear? Me get 2 play. Me get 1 drop it. That's 3. 1 don't play. 2 don't play. 1 is a very cute political don't play. I say play tomorrow. Triple E said drop it. Ikari said okay. So people, this is it. I drop this song. You can beat me tomorrow, right? Because someone will say, man, talk about my DJ and waste time. Man, I nothing to do because you retire now. So I'm play it, people. I drop it before I go. Listen to the words, people. Listen to the words. Reggae Boyz, now is your time to play football like it's fine wine. You have the skill for the battlefield and to make your opponent yield. But you have to have ball possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach who plays possession, cause possession is our obsession. We built a team from far and wide, but them playing like a pickup side. Need to change that style of play. Next coach, do you hear what I say? I need my team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach who plays possession, cause possession is our obsession. The team defense is very strong and really puts a foot wrong, but the offense is very meek. In fact, some days it's just plain weak. We need that team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Have to have ball possession, cause possession is our obsession. Our team needs to keep the ball, otherwise we are set for a fall. 2026 is almost here, don't want it to be a nightmare. I need my team to play possession to ensure good ball progression. Most teams play possession cause possession is their obsession. If you haven't got your passport yet, has the quota been met? We need you on board in real time, so get your papers and join the line. We need you to play possession to ensure good ball progression. We want players who play possession cause possession is our obsession. You keep referring to 98 as if achieved just by faith. Need a real strategy on the ground, don't have time to mess around. Need that team to have possession to ensure good ball progression. Need a coach to play possession cause possession is our obsession. Work on the team style of play, do so now without delay. Fans don't want a long ball game cause that style of play is very lame. We want the team to have possession to ensure good ball progression. We need that team to have possession cause possession is our obsession. All right, people, that was the closeout song for the night. I'm glad Bill D. See, Big D like it. Big D have to play him like it. You know, Econ didn't like it, and Jason beat me on it. But I told people to listen to the words and listen to and the beat is good, right? The words and beats are good. The DJ, I try a thing. No, man, me do it long for a reason, man. Everyone short, you know, me I increase the beat, probably never hear it, but if I cut the beat and slice the beat, I go right, but me do it, I don't know about music. I don't know if it build no music, I don't know if it cut and slice. I know we do a 3 or 4 version, or if we clip them together, I just do a thing. See? So, me I try a thing. People say, boy, me have mid-age crisis. Nah, sir. Me do things me want a long time, but me have no time to do it. And me left the corporate environment. Me say, no, me do my thing. I have fun. Enjoy my local life, you know? So, first of all, people, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the comments and the song. People see me, I try to do things a little bit different, you know, because in a YouTube space, some people just do the same thing, repetitious thing. I try to do something different. I'm glad you guys are here with me. I'm glad you support me. By the way, people, Jason Guna says you're going to give me classes on how to, I don't call it DJ because that's an overstretch. Real DJ probably get upset me saying me a DJ. But if you give me class, so I can know how to breathe the right way, deliver the right way. Him say me not write the rhythm right. Me think me right. People, man Guna's boss, me don't know if you write rhythm, me not write the rhythm right. I thought I was in sequence with the rhythm. Yeah? I thought I was in sequence with the rhythm. So him say me not write the rhythm right. Man Guna's boss beat me and said the rhythm I'll carry me over the place. But yeah, me don't know. Recorder beat me 24/7 because the Kranky try fishing or something. Nobody with it. Exactly that him say, but him say nobody with it. But me nah get discouraged, people. See, the first one was bad. The second one is better. Can you imagine the third one? Because I have no problem writing rhythm, you know. And just flow in my head. I have no problem writing. Write the flow. See, all the words I come up with, me just come up with them words there. See the one night, 2 o'clock in the morning, and say, you know what? If you play a ball possession, you know, can I come with something, tell the people who are going and involved in football about ball possession. So me can write, if me go post the lyrics them, but no one body teeth them. They must go through the song and try me miss words. Me I say, me now put my lyrics on them on YouTube because them too teeth. Me say some things, I see it on other people's program. I say, you know, me capable of me say on things, you know, because me not get the credit. We say, me use other people's stuff, me get credit. Me not get no credit. So me I manage what me say, and when me say it, and how me say it. And me tell you, me love the word, me love the lyrics. Me be careful with the lyrics thing. Me love the words to the song. Me not gonna say me love the DJing of the song, but me love the words to the song. Cause if you listen to the words them, and you link with me, I try to say, me give me some words, people. I just do the words thing, because if you miss the words them sometime, you know. So me feel proud of the words them. So me give the youth them credit, but you know, feed them time, them have the skills to go battlefield, and them skills can make them opponent yield. I don't think they're linking up people and then rhyme. Pick up the bar person thing. The next thing was that we build a side from far and wide. So as Travis always said, we got to try to get everybody to play. But sometimes we play like a pickup side, don't it? We don't play like a cohesive unit. And we need to change the style of play. And want the coach for hear me and say, but we change the style of play, right? But defense is strong, but the offense weak. It meek and sometimes it weak. That's a fact. We need to keep the ball. Otherwise, we're not going to succeed. 2026 is almost here, and it may be a nightmare if we don't make the World Cup, people. I'm not just schooling the lyrics, them when them work. I say people have to get them passport. That's what I'm talking about today now. And we know we have a quota. We know we have quotas. I mean, I put the quota. In fact, I change the whole thing to put the quota in it. Because I never had the first version. I put the quota in it. Right? So that the basic lyric for the song, people, they were thought out. It talked about everything we talk about, you know, the word football, and we want attractive football, we want good football. We want bar position football, that Spain play, that's what we want. So me I say, people, so I thought about it before I wrote it. I went online and beat something and I buy the lyrics. Cost me about 4 lyrics I buy the people. Buy two for about $29 and two for $50 each. Another one you hold me. In fact, me have a me know Ika reads. Me look like a young man to 90s lyrics and 90s lyrics me love, you know. 90s lyrics, 90s beat me love. That's why I do it that way there. Me a 90s man. So if you're a young, buy a young version now and it flop. So me just throw it and say, you know what? I can't do that. Buy a long version, a young song, and me try with it and it flop big time. Me stick to what I know. And a lot of us should do that in life. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you know work. And 90s lyric work for the people them who spend enough in the 90s that enjoy Shabba, Bojo, and all them artists there, right? That we know work and that we are use. So anyway, people, I appreciate you being. Me not play no song for good. Me just play the last song for good. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the feedback. We're here tomorrow. If any topic me want, me not drop no more topics at the end of my program. I'm talk about the next day. Cause I don't know where it may end up. All of a sudden, it may end up someplace me don't want to end up. So we saw him talk about tomorrow, people. All right. So join me again tomorrow for another show. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so before you go out. Peace out. Enjoy.